Yo, what is going on, everybody? And welcome to the Sniper Showdown tournament here. It's the first stream on the mobile esports YouTube channel here in 2023. Happy New Year to everybody. It's been over 5 years since we last had one of these. I'm Sudden Death, and I am joined by Mantis today. How you doing, sir?
Doing fantastic, and like you said, we're getting into the Sniper Showdown soon. I know the last one we had was 5 years ago. I'm sure you were a part of it. I wasn't a part of it, unfortunately, but I'm sure it's a bit more exciting for you than it is for me.
It's nice to have it back. I'm glad we're doing it again. This is a unique opportunity for everybody to show their amazing sniper skills, how accurate they are. Well, let's see what these teams are going to be competing for here. These teams of three. We got first place and second place prizes, $700 USD going to first place winner. There'd be five ratio championship skins. So the three main players plus the two backup players. 300 MES credits, which can be used in the mobile esports shop on the Discord, and then 28,000 cops credits. $300 USD and 5,000 critical ops credits to the second place winner. Bracket popping up here. We've had some matches take place off stream. And now we're coming in here towards the end of the tournament, and we're gonna see who's gonna be moving on to the finals. Underestimated versus SX Silo is the first matchup today that we will be having, and we're doing it slightly different. We're not so basically elimination game mode, but we're playing in the diffuse game mode. So no bomb will be planted or will be diffused, but you will have one life per round.
Yeah, and so it's kind of like a spin on the elimination mode, which it's been pretty popular recently, and it's just basically going to be each round is determined based on, when the players get dropped. So it should be pretty exciting, and it's also going to be featured on the elimination map specifically. I'm sure we'll get into that in just a second. But we could take a quick look at the team stats to see for our first setup. Again, we have Underestimated versus Zalo for our first game. And we could take a look so far at how they've performed just in this sniper tournament. This isn't like their overall standings, just how well they've been doing so far in the tournament. We could see Gloxy, Vpop, and Chele are currently the only three players. I guess we have rosters of five in case you need subs, but so far only the main three players have been playing. Gloxy and Vpop looking positive on that KD ratio side, while Chele is looking a little negative right now, 0.69. But still, regardless, that is our underestimated statistics. And we can go and take a look at SX Xylo as well to see how they compare. And I gotta admit, it's a bit more impressive. I mean, is looking at the roster. First of all five players have played over on this aspect. We could see Axis is at 2.50 KDR. Pretty much everyone is positive except for Airy, and then Kuza is just barely even, 1.0 KD. So definitely pretty impressive on the side of SX Xylo. They have the better KD ratio. Again, maybe they're just a better sniper team. You never know.
Yeah, it's definitely how I was looking just based on stats coming on into this, but we will see how both these teams face off here in the first map, which is going to be on Impasse. All three maps are playing on popping up here. Impasse, Warehouse, and Overhaul will be the maps we are playing on today. Let us know your predictions down in the comment section down below, folks. Is it underestimated or is it Essex Xylo who is going to be winning? Curious to hear what your thoughts are.
Yeah, it should be interesting on these maps specifically. No, I know Impasse is like that's the one map where it's kind of like I guess you could say the most annoying as far as like there's so many random little angles where people can hide. It's definitely going to be an interesting map for our first one because it's not always about how good you are at sniping. A lot of it could be about how well can you read your opponents. I think Warehouse and Overhaul will show a lot more of just the overall sniper skill from these players. So it'll be interesting when we get into map two and potentially a map three going forward.
Yeah, definitely. Very curious to see how these players come in because last time we did the Sniper Showdown tournament, again, this was 5 years ago. Critical Ops was a totally different game 5 years ago, but it was a team deathmatch. So this is a little different where you have the clock against you, and you also only have one life per round. And for those of you curious, this is a best of three, so you're guaranteed the first two maps, Impasse and Warehouse. And if both teams are tied 1-1 going into map number three, then we will head over to Overhaul. But we will be seeing Impasse and Warehouse. Again, just looking at the stats or whatnot, you kind of gotta be favoring as Xylo coming on into this. And this is what's so cool about the Sniper Showdown tournament is you're gonna have players who maybe if they were using a reg gun using a SG, an AUG, a SCAR, an AK-47 might perform better, but now they're having to use just snipers, only using the ratio or the TRG or whatever weapon they decide to pull out. It's not their weapon of choice. It's not what they normally use. So the players that are snipers that have the better accuracy are going to shine more in this tournament. So you get to see some newer faces up on top of the leaderboards here. Think with all that being said, we are about to hop on into this. We're waiting for just a final confirmation here, and then we will go ahead and hop on into the first map of Impasse. Again, chat, let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below who you think will be taking this, whether it'll be as Xylo or if it will be Team Underestimated.
Yeah, and I'm kind of interested personally to see will we get any weapons whipped out besides just the ratio because we do feature all four sniper rifles in this tournament. So you gotta wonder, is anyone gonna pull out the M14 or the SVD? Maybe those guns can be better for getting those multi kills. Again, I don't really know, but I think it's very likely possible we could maybe see some of that action with the other snipers. Maybe especially if you're not that good at sniping, maybe you don't feel comfortable rocking the ratio. You want to run the M14 so you get kind of that semi-auto effect, so you have a better chance of getting that kill. I don't know if it may or may it probably won't happen, but it would be kind of cool if we get to see some action from the other snipers besides just the ratio in this one.
Yeah, and you speaking of that semi-auto action, the hip fire up close could be a little bit more beneficial using that gun as well. So maybe two players rocking the ratio, one rocking the M14, running around being a thorn in the side of your opponents, while the other two are sitting back picking them off. I'll be curious to see what these teams implement their strategies and whatnot coming on into this whole new style of tournament here. So there should be a lot of trial and error.
Yeah, and again, it's kind of weird because it's like we're playing these maps, and that kind of like the staple of elimination maps is you spawn on either side, you get a bunch of cover, and usually they're not used for sniper only, right? So usually it's like rifles and stuff, and sometimes teams can get aggressive and push up towards the middle, but I feel like it's gonna be weird to see. I feel like no one is gonna want to push in the middle, because if they decide let's go in the middle, you have a sniper. It's not like you have that full auto rifle. It's a very dangerous play to make, I guess you could say. And so I don't know if we'll be seeing much aggressive play, but I mean, you look at, for example, just looking at Impasse, our first map. I mean, the middle is literally just you have to cross a river on an open boat. You got zero cover. Like it's kind of like no man's land. I'll be interested to see if anyone actually tries to take a little map control here, and I think it would be kind of cool if in the future they like rework this game mode or something so that like maybe if the teams are taking too long or if they run out of time, like whoever pushes up or gets the most map control could like get the round or something. That would be kind of cool because again, the middle is kind of just like that no man's land. I don't know if we'll be seeing any action over there towards that part of the map today.
Yeah, I'll definitely be curious to see because, like you said, it's not an area you really want to be going into. You're exposing yourself a whole lot there on impasse right there in the middle. But maybe somebody's got the confidence. Maybe they got the finger action to go ahead and sit out there in the middle and get the quick scopes without too many difficulties. We're about to see, folks. We are just about to go ahead and dive on in here to map number one between this best of three showdown between Underestimated and SX Xylo. Again, let us know your thoughts in the comments section down below. You think we'll be taking map number one in this entire series? Man, I got this wonderful cup over here filled with some good old G Fuel. And now is the perfect time to take advantage of Code Esports Mobile. It's the new year. You're looking to stock up on the flavors. Summer's going to be coming up. Yeah, I know. Can't believe it. Summer's going to be here before you know it. Get those summer flavors in house. Get a couple winter flavors as well to keep you nice and hydrated and full of energy while you're playing the games, waiting for the weather to warm up. Who am I kidding? We're not going outside even if the weather does warm up. We're going to be inside playing video games no matter what. You can use code esports mobile at checkout to take 30% off your entire purchase at gfuel.com. That's right, 30% off your entire purchase on anything at gfuel.com. You save yourself some cash as well as getting the amazing product that is G Fuel. All right.
I think we're almost ready.
I am.
Almost ready to hop into this. I'm excited.
They're doing the final things here. We're looking at the behind the scenes right now. They're just finishing up. Keep teasing us. Looks like they're gonna dive on into it, and somebody's got to plug their iPad in or something like that. So again, folks, we're just about to start here. Shout out to Striker in the YouTube chat. Wither, Fexans. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name properly. So what's your
Uh,
predictions?
I
Xylo
don't know.
or you got underestimated? I don't know either because, like I said, the whole I mean, you look at pure stats, but we casted worlds together. We know I mean, stats, they start a picture, they give you some tracing, some outlining, but it doesn't necessarily matter. You can have the team that isn't supposed to win make it all the way to the semifinals. See, I don't know
Yeah,
either.
I really don't know. I mean, it's hard to say because again, I'm pretty sure I'm correct about this. I want some confirmation, but I'm pretty sure Underestimated is a North America team, and then Essex Xylo, I believe they're an Asia team. I hope I'm correct about that. If not, then I might be sounding a little weird, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. And in that case, typically North America is kind of put as like the region that doesn't utilize snipers as much, you know.
Mhm,
Europe is definitely like that number one region. Like everyone knows, like there's so many good people who are great with that sniper on the Europe side. Again, Asia is pretty good as well, and so is South America. But North America, you know, it's like every region. It's like I can name like the main sniper or like someone who's incredible at sniping. North America doesn't really have that so much. I mean, yeah, it's kind of like maybe some people pick up the sniper if they need to, but I feel like they're just not as distinguished as in the other regions. So I
mhm.
feel like just based off that, I don't know if North America will pull through in this tournament. I think another region might take it, but you never know. I guess we'll have to see. I know we're getting ready to hop into this very soon, so we're about to find out for ourselves.
I think we all ready here, and we're just about to dive on in. Let's go Axis. Just saw him get a shot on a player. All right, we are good to go. Waiting for the final reset to come on in here, folks. Again, for the final time, Essex Xylo versus Underestimated is the first matchup of the day. Let us know in the comment section down below who you think will be taking this map number one on Impasse. And we're waiting for one more team to confirm here, and we can get rid of our semi-attractive faces and get on into the game. Looks like we are ready to go.
Should be some exciting stuff. We're about to hop in, like you said, for that final reset. We just got it. The match is finally starting. The wait is over. We can go ahead and get on into this first map. And again, now we can take a look at how this actually works on Impasse because the spawns.
Breach wins. Coalition wins. Coalition wins.
We've made our return. I think we had a bit of audio issues beforehand, but you guys should be able to hear us now. Um, so unfortunately, we were kind of just talking to ourselves for the past couple rounds. We can go ahead and recap a couple things that we were saying. So firstly, just to let everyone know how the format works, each team can only have one ratio, okay, and the rest have to buy a TRG. And so just so that it's not three ratios versus three ratios every time, it makes it a bit more interesting because the TRG players really have to find some impact frags, or else they're kind of just out for the count. Again, it might be the U ratio player that gets the most amount of kills, and again, that can kind of also tell us how those stats work more. Maybe why some players have higher KDs than others, probably because they're rocking that U ratio. But that's just to let everyone know how the format works. So only one U ratio is allowed per side, just so that we could try and get a bit more of a fun style game mode. And we are playing on elimination. It's going to be first to 9 rounds. So the first team to get 9 rounds will take home the map. And again, it is a best of 3. So as of right now, as Xylo takes the lead by only 1 round, Underestimate could very well tie it up. We're getting a lot of back and forth action. Already 2 players, all 3 players are tagged actually on the side of SX Xylo, and now the TRGs could be free kills on all of these players, and that's what we're talking about earlier. These TRGs are going to be huge when it comes into getting these picks here, because now everyone is so low. They have the faster fire rate, the mobility with it. I feel like they should be able to get those picks so much easier. Underestimated just have to land a couple body shots, and again, SX Xylo, they're just kind of hiding out. Their arm gets a pick there with the Erasio, gets a second one as well. The Erasio shots are coming in, but again, the TRG could very well finish them off as well right now, but arm is going to ace with the ratio, and he's going to tie it up. Underestimated now make it 3-3 heading into round 7.
Stretches out his arm and it does some slaps. All tied up here. Just a couple more rounds left to see who's going to be taking map number 1. See if Arm can once again go on a little bit of a killing spree, do some nice punching. Oh, he's going to start all hot already. Access is down. Chelly trying to get a top shot here with his TRG in hand. Xylo has to be thinking about Arm. Looking around for him. XCR pushing out, getting a little bit of aggressive. He's going to find Chili. Ooh, man, that was a quick scope. Oh, I thought XCR had him. Arm looking around, 38 HP. Any shot should be able to drop him. And he's able to find the slide scope there on XZR. Now there's 2 versus 1. Kuza's the last man alive, trying to work this TRG. Oh, whoa, what? Nuts. That's what I'm excited about this tournament. Being able to see all the incredible shots like that.
When I thought we were about to see TRG versus TRG, but I guess he picked up the ratio. I guess it makes sense that's allowed to pick up the ratio. It'd be kind of cool if you couldn't swap guns, though. That would make it a bit more interesting. But regardless, right now it's Kuza, but Gloxy still has that TRG in hand. Again, I don't know if these players are choosing to buy a helmet. I feel like that might be a bit of a blunder on their end, because you gotta wonder, all you're doing is giving yourself less movement speed, making yourself an easier target. Like, I promise you that helmet is not protecting you from a sniper shot. There's no way. And yeah, there we go. Gloxy gets the tag, and now it's anyone's game at this point. 1 bullet to finish it all off. And they're just dancing around the tags, but no, Kuza's going to get the kill in the end there. And SX Xylo makes it 4-3 now.
Impressive round there. Kuza staying strong and holding in there, allowing his team to take the lead once again. We are off. Arm looking to see if he can find a quick pick, and not going to pick up everybody. Coming back over here towards his right side. Chelly here on the left with that TRG. Knows there's a player over there trying to get him to peek out, and there's Arm going to get dropped. That is totally cut off. Ooh, XDR was so close there on that headshot. Chelly strafing down. He knows there's a player there. He's going to be able to tag him. Isn't able to drop him. XDR knows he's up there trying to find just a tip of that head. A little to the right there. 2 versus 2. Both ratio players are still up.
Oh, and he spotted one there. They're kind of just jiggling. I think he's trying to throw him a gun or something. I couldn't really tell. Yeah, Kuza is lower, so he knows he's more of a liability. He tried to swap weapons with his teammate over there, and it looks like they really successfully do a Gloxy able to drop one with that ratio, and now XZR going to miss that first blank scope, but man, they're just dancing around each other. Oh my goodness. It's like Chelly's also just sitting at the top over there. This is a big round. If he can get the kill there, but no, he's not going to be able to. Gloxy gets dropped, and now it is the TRG. I think Chelly's going to try and go for that ratio. Maybe XZR is aware of that, and he's going to try and hold that staircase. I don't know. I think XR just doesn't know. He's playing the waiting game right now. I mean, Chele, he could just hide behind this cover, maybe try and outplay his opponent. Oh, he's gonna run in the back. I think they just barely spotted each other out. XZR with this erasure still. Oh, he spots the head. He's trying to line up that headshot, dude. I'm telling you, these head glitches. Oh, the
No
wallbang
way.
kill to finish it off. Okay, big brain play by XZR there, man. I'm telling you, this map, I have like a love-hate relationship with this map because it's like it's a cool map, but at the same time, those head glitches are just so annoying to deal with. And I feel like whichever team controls them is probably going to end up winning the round.
As Xylo here in a phenomenal spot. Currently up by 2. Kuza takes Chele's life away. You can see that Arm is lower on HP, was hit with a TRG, it looks like. XZR dueling back and forth here. Kuza finding Arm, and XZR now getting a little bit more aggressive. Going to push up here on Gloxy's left-hand side. Finds him, and Kuza finishes him off. That was 3 there for him.
Yeah, and right now, SX Xylo doing a pretty good job of showing why, or I guess more, I was going to say they're showing why they're the better sniper region, but I guess it's more showing why in North America don't rock the snipers that much. I mean, right now they're down by 3 rounds, and I'm telling you, that Euratio player, oh my goodness, he's just going to get dropped immediately, cut me off there. Arm, wow, what a shot. I mean, just immediately dead, and Axis got tagged, but look at that, he got tagged a second time. I think it's because he got wallbanged. He was still not within kill range just quite. Gloxy gets tagged as well. Chele is pushing up. Oh my goodness, the aggressive play, but Axis is going to get a 2k there. I don't know what he's doing, and Axis with the ace. Wow, what just happened? I mean, first of all, we had an incredible shot in the beginning, and then we get an ace in response. I don't know if he was like, I think they were just trying to capitalize on a play. Maybe he thought he could catch someone off guard, but that was a very
Yep.
risky play to go for. I kind of
Yeah.
gotta wonder, are they allowed to knife each other? Like, if they get in knifing range, or do they just have to, like, no-scope each other? Yeah, I guess it
I
makes sense that they can't knife.
I don't know. Well, they get confirmation on that because you would think. I don't know. I haven't even thought about that because I don't think somebody would be able to get that close.
I feel like it could potentially happen, just because of how much cover there is on this map, especially if they're camping a lot. And XZR, look at this. He's been tagged through the wallbang with a TRG, and because of that, he could still take one more wallbang shot from a TRG, or maybe even a... I don't think he could take a body shot, but I think he could take one more wallbang shot. So technically, he's not... He could still survive one more shot just as someone wallbangs him, but they will get that armor broken indicator. They're trying to go for the wallbangs right now. And XZR is able to drop one. Now Arm is alone in a 1 versus 2. Again, SX Xylo going to take this to match point if he can't find a killer. Oh, they're going to spot each other up close. He tries to jump peek over. Okay, I don't know what he was doing there. I think he was trying to clear the other player, but XZR is going to clean it up. We're now 8-3 heading into match point here. And I think it's very likely possible that this could be going on to the second map here after this round, unless they can pull something off here. It looks like Arm hasn't bought quite yet. Okay,
Pretty
he's
easy to
able
buy,
to
you know
rock
exactly
the
what you gotta
ratio.
get. Oh,
Oh,
I
and
thought
Chele,
that
it's
might
gonna
have
be a
been
big
black.
pick. Oh, he's gonna get tagged. Oh, and Arm is going to get tagged there as well. Both players low, so the TRG could finish them off as well. It's not looking good for Underestimated because Arm is the only person who can one-shot both players, while both players on the side of Underestimated are able to get body shot by either player and get immediately eliminated. So Axis can also find the huge pick here if he could just find one of these players. Again, one of them is just holding the head glitch up there. Axis really needs to hit this shot. That would be huge, but Kuza is actually the one to hit that first shot, and Chele is alone in a 1v2 with a TRG, and he's going to get dropped. It is going to be 9-3 for our first map. SX Xylo are taking it to Warehouse for our second map.
And just based on stats, it's kind of what you were expecting coming on into this.
And again, the stats kind of make sense now. You can see Arm. Actually, I don't even think XZR was sniping with the Erasure the whole time. I think he was sometimes, but they were like kind of switching around. But Arm was the main Erasure player, and it makes sense why he's 11-9. You know, just because like, yeah, he's rocking the Erasure. It kind of makes sense now looking at the stats why you know, for example, Gloxy and Chile might have a lower KDR overall. Just because of how the format works. It's a very unique format, and I think it's going to play out even better as we head into these other maps because there's not as much cover to hide behind, and pretty much everything is wall bangable. So it'll be very interesting as we head into Warehouse for map number 2, who is going to be winning that. I think we might be hopping into a break time here soon. I'm not sure if we're going to hop into a break or just go straight into the second map. But it's Xylo. They're gonna take that first map 1-0. And they're looking like they could close it out in the second map here potentially.
Yes, this is a best of three, so if Xylo is able to go ahead and take map number two, which will be on Warehouse, then there will be, well, no, map number three. We'll
Yeah, and
come in
again,
and
Warehouse is kind of one of those maps that I'm gonna like it a lot more when we get into that. It's a much more fun map than this one. There's a lot more hiding and playing very cheeky and I don't like impasse as much. I'm sorry. I have a love hate relationship with the map. Like I said earlier, I think
yeah,
Warehouse will be a lot more interesting.
yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to hopping on into Warehouse here for map number two. I believe we're gonna have just a quick 3-minute break, and then we will come on back for map number two, folks, which will be prepared here shortly. Again, we'll be right back after a quick break here. Yo, welcome back, everybody. Currently, Essex Xylo is leading 1-0 here in this best of three between both these teams. Underestimated and Essex Xylo. We're getting ready to hop on into map number 2 here shortly. I am Sudden Death, and I am joined by Manthus. How you doing? Map number 1, pretty well, I think.
It was pretty, I'm not gonna lie. I thought we were going. I didn't know the format going into this, so I'm a little excited now that I know how it works. That we have TRGs and stuff, so it's like everyone plays an important role in the tournament. It's not just like one person. I mean, I guess the one person with ear ratio can carry it all, but it's not like everyone has ear ratio, and it's like you don't know what's gonna happen. It's a lot more exciting than I thought it was going to be. So I'm excited and impressed by the format. I will admit.
Warehouse is going to be the map number 2 here. Coming up here
Yeah, this should
shortly.
be a much more interesting map, you know? I mean, it's warehouse. Like, all the that's what, like the key difference here from Impasse is that all, and I think it's the different penetration level as well. All the cover you can hide behind because you got all those green boxes and stuff.
Hmm.
I think they're a lot easier to wallbang through. Like they'll do much more damage. I don't think we'll be seeing anyone like surviving 3 bullets from a wallbang like we were over on Impasse when we get over to warehouse here. It's gonna be a lot more interesting. And it's just overall a much more fun map. We do have a heaven as well, so I think we'll be seeing quite a few players abusing that and just trying to see if they can camp out on the top of that heaven and maybe try and get some kills from above.
Yeah, definitely. Should be just ready to go here in a moment or so, folks. We'll hop on over into Warehouse and see maybe the box I'm expecting from Amazon that's delayed by like 2 weeks is there in the warehouse. Hopefully they won't destroy it. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below, folks. Is it going to be Essex Xylo taking map number 2 here and moving on in the tournament? Or will we go into map number 3 because of a comeback from underestimated? Based on the stats we looked at earlier and also watching map number 1, I gotta be saying I'm feeling Essex Xylo coming into this, but maybe it's the map that team underestimated needed here. Warehouse, go ahead and put the first point on the board. I believe we're gonna go ahead and switch on over to the game. In just a moment.
Yeah, and again, Impasse is a weird map to start on because it's much more of a map that rewards you for hiding, whereas I think if you can get aggressive, go for those wallbang shots on this, you'll be much more rewarded. And already Axe opens up with a huge kill on
Whoa!
the Glocksy. That's going to be big, but he takes an aggressive angle, and Chelly's going to respond with that U ratio. In return, XZR gonna spawn one heaven. That's the tag onto Chele. It's not really gonna matter though, because the last player left Kuza with the Euratio. I think he's gonna get him either way. But both players are pretty low. Again, Euratio. Oh
Wait,
my
what?
goodness, what a shot by Kuza! And now it is a 1 versus 1. I think this is doable. Oh no, Chele's gonna win that one out. 38 HP. Man, the TRGs had some nice impact there. I think we had like 3 shots hit in total. Uh, with the
Yeah,
TRGs
TRG
there.
doing a ton of damage there in that first round. That quick scope from Kuza, like I blinked and the player was gone. It was so fast. I don't even think I saw the reticle of his scope.
Oh yeah, 100%. And Chile already opening up. That is a huge pick. But Axis responds. I think that was a wallbang onto Glocksy. I'm not sure. And Chile, he is tagged with the Euratio. He's pretty low on HP, and I think maybe he's going to try and swap with his teammate because he knows that he's lower. They're both here together in heaven. This is an interesting setup. Again, they could get wallbang from these windows if one of the players chooses to go for that. And
Gotta be
Chile, man,
careful.
see, look at this. They're just hiding out here over towards the heaven, playing very passively. Arm is going to try to spot one out. Chele is going to drop one, and now Kuza's getting aggressive with the TRG. What is going on right now? Chele is going to clean it up. Look at that. He is 6-0 right now. He just got 2 aces in a row. Underestimated, definitely looking much better coming into the second map so far.
Definitely 2-0 starting off, and Chile is absolutely on fire right now. Moving on. Maybe that's what, again, Impasse was an underestimated map. We'll see if this continues to hold true or if this is where Xylo is going to start working on that comeback. Chelly in a good spot, going to fire one shot, misses access, but he does get tagged from a different player. Kuza's going to be the first to open it up here for his team. Going to find Glocksy. Arm going to even up the body count board, putting down him, and he's about to go for a second one, but it looks like he swiped away right at the last second instead of pulling the trigger. Arm waiting to see if he can get a nice little headshot. Oh, unfortunately for him, he moves to the right instead of the left. 2 players inside of heaven right now. Arm trying to reach up there and grab him. His other teammate, Chelly, is over here on his left. And now Chelly's going to come down and get a little more aggressive. Arm is giving the call outs.
Oh, and
And
they
Axis
gotta
is going
know.
to
They
find them.
gotta know.
They have to.
Oh, he's gonna drop.
They
No
do
way.
now.
Oh yeah, he's getting. Oh, what a jump shot by XZR. SX Xylo, and look at this. See, I'm telling you, man, the heaven control. I think the player that's gonna find the most impact is whoever can sit under heaven on their own side, because that way he'll be able to go for those wallbang shots from the windows. If he has control of that angle, he can try and kill them through the windows instead of going for
Hmm.
that head-on gunfight. Especially if these players are gonna be using it a lot. Look at that. XZR already. I think they got collat. XZR and Kuza both ate a shot from a TRG, I believe, and I'm not sure if XZR is now killable by a TRG or not. I want to guess he's not, just because he still has the armor. I don't know. We'll have to see if he actually. Look at, there we go. He's like 1 HP now in the red HP zone, so low. That collateral was definitely not a good way from the start. They're gonna trade the guns there to try and
Great
swap that
decision.
out. Good, yeah, good play by them. But Chele opening up there. This man has been on fire so far, and he's gonna have to do it again. XCR is so low, but Axe is still alive with the ratio. He could find some huge impact here. He just has to win some nice gunfights. But no, he's gonna get dropped. And Underestimated are taking it 3-1 now.
The cool thing about being so low on HP, though, compared to other tournaments, is it doesn't necessarily matter, right? Because I mean, you're one shot either way. Like, if somebody is playing with the Eurasia or whatnot, you're one shot. You're one shot with the TRG. Get out there, try to make that play, try to grab the quick scope, catch somebody off guard. You don't need to be as careful.
Yeah.
XZR going to open it up, finding Gloxy, and Chelly quickly evens up the body count board here. 2 players up the life road with these teams. Arm reaches out, grabs the head, and bashes it in of Kuza. And Xylo is definitely struggling here in map number 2. It's looking like we might be going to map number 3. Just how Underestimated is playing right now. XZR is going to have to... Oh,
Oh
whoa.
my
There's
god.
another insane quick scope. Chelly knows where he's at. He's just hard scoping, waiting for him to come, and you can call him the Nutcracker. Right and right there for him. And Underestimated takes it up by 3.
And man, Chele and Axis, the two players that have been rocking the ratio so far this game, they haven't really been swapping the role around that often. Um, and again, also still gotta wonder why they keep buying the helmets. Like it's not neat. Oh my goodness, I didn't even see that player on my screen. Axis somehow picks up that kill onto Arm. He spots the other player. There it is. The shot on the Chele. Gloxy is the last one now with just a TRG, and they're about to push him one by one. Gloxy gets one tag, but he's down to 7 HP
Oh,
now. Oh, a
no.
nice headshot though. Wait a minute. If he pulls this off, it's doable. One player is low. If he can get the kill on Guze, here he does, and now it's a 1v1. Maybe, no way. Gloxy, if you clutch this, I don't know what to say, man. But no, Axis is gonna jump up and get that kill onto him. And SX Xylo make it 2-4. Again, Understander might be doing better now. I think we had a bit of a server switch up for the second map. I'm not sure. But either way, what I do know is that these teams are from different regions. So the ping could be having an effect on how they're doing between the different maps.
Yeah, that is a good point. Like you mentioned, Silo is an Asia team. Underestimated is a North America team. Arm, looking here. Axis peeks his head up, is going to get absolutely obliterated. Getting a little more aggressive there, and Axis is going to find the head of Arm. 2 versus 3 now. Underestimated. Trying to keep their 3-round lead, but it looks like it's going to cut down to 1 here unless they do something quickly. Gloxy in this 1 versus 3 once again, trying to come up with something, but he's not going to be able to. Kuza drops him, and now Underestimated only leads by 1.
And it's interesting. I think SX Xylo could very well tie this up. It kind of just depends on where that ratio goes to play. I feel like Heaven is a bit too predictable now. Everyone is putting their TRG on the angle because it's an easy headshot if they actually peek out. And Gloxy's going to get dinked immediately by that TRG. That's a huge opening pick by XZR. Oh, and I think Axis, no, he didn't hit that. I can't tell if he hit the wallbang or not on that player, but he knows he's there. He's trying to hit the shots. And he's going to spot him out. There we go. Finally gets the kill, but he does get tagged down pretty low. Now, Chele is in a 1 versus 2. He is 38 HP, which means the TRG could finish him off as well. But he's going to get the kill on Dakuza. Now, Axis is the last one alive. Both players on the same HP, and they're both with the ratio, so it doesn't really matter. If I was Chele, I don't think he knows. If one of these players picks up a TRG, they could have a better chance of winning this, but I don't think they know that the other player is tagged. Oh, and
Yeah.
we might be getting a bit of a rotation here from Axis. He's kind of they're just dancing around these boxes, they're both so low. Eventually they'll peek into each other. We have an aggressive jump peek from Chele there. Tries to go for the blink, so he's gonna miss it though. Axis firing shots of his own. Who is going to win this gunfight, dude? Oh my
Oh.
goodness, Axis finally with the jump peek from the Eurasia. They danced around each other for so long. And man, a 4-4 half going into the flip is It's a bit better of a performance from underestimated, you could say, compared to last map. So at least they are picking it up here, but they really need to try and take the lead here, or else they're gonna get knocked out of this tournament.
Yeah, speaking of picking it up, it's Essex Xylo, the last part of the first half, who really picked it up and closed that gap that underestimated had created, and they're looking to continue holding on to that streak that they have. Kuza is going to find Chelly here. XZR slowly working his way up, being a little more aggressive, and is going to find Gloxy. Xylo now in a fantastic spot, and they'll be taking the lead for the first time here, map number 2.
And again, those players that can find the TRG picks are just they're so important. Like even though their KD might be lower, if they're getting these kills with the TRG, they are so important to the team winning the rounds. And especially like if they get that headshot, they don't even need to go for the double body shot. It's just instantly they're gone. Shelly opens up with the Erasure shot into Axis. That is the Erasure down. Now SXXylo really need to try and recover that gun.
Looks like they're able
And
to do so. Kuza picks it up. Is now looking for that first pick. Gloxy finding XZR, and Kuza missing an incredibly important shot here. And that is going to be all he wrote there in round number 10. They have tied it back up here 5-5. This is a close one. This is going to be coming down to the wire here.
yeah, I feel like it could
That's
go
the
either way.
feeling
And
that I
these
get.
spawns are interesting too. For SXXylo, they all spawned over on that left side for their spawn. Not a single person is on the other side. They're not even choosing to rotate there. I'm not sure if uh, Underestimated will expect this. I think some of them are just holding this other side, waiting for someone to peek out. They're not going to expect all 3 players on that side. Shelley, with the Erasure, holding nothing right now. I think now he's going to try and peek something else. But man, SXXylo, they're just playing the waiting game. Axe is able to open up on the arm there. But Kuza does get tagged down as well. He is currently killable by a TRG. If one of these players, it's going to be Gloxy who needs to pick up that kill. But he's going to get tagged down twice, it looks like. And Axe is going to clean up that round with the Erasure onto Chele. Again, these jump shots on the side of SXL are so impressive, they're so mobile with the snipers. I just love it. I love their playstyle.
Yeah, the mobility that his TRG grants here is phenomenal. Unfortunately, again, we talked a little earlier that you don't normally see that in any of the other game modes, tournaments like Circuit, or we didn't even see it pulled out in Worlds at all. It's cool to be able to see the mobility that the TRG offers here in the Sniper tournament. It's just not as viable. Oh man, Gloxy jumping around with it, quick slide scope, and is gonna punish XZR for exposing himself.
Oh, and Chile. Now it's looking like this could be a round for Underestimated. I think they're getting ready to tie it up. And there we go. Kuza gets dropped. 6-6, man. We're just back and forth all the way ever since the second half. I mean, you gotta wonder who's gonna take this one. Again, only 3 rounds is needed for one team to be determine the winner. So whoever gets to that score of 9 first is going to take home the map. And if SXXylo does it, they're gonna take home the game overall and move on to the semifinals. And Gloxy opens up with a huge TRG headshot onto Axis. We are now in a 2v3 scenario. Kuza in heaven with the TRG, maybe trying to find someone. I think he spotted Chelly pushing up, but he's not going to be able to catch him just quite yet. Chelly getting super aggressive with that Erasure, a ballsy play, but it's going to pay off. And Kuza gets taken down as well. And now
Underestimated.
secure the lead back.
2 rounds for them to go ahead and take this map number 2. Again, Underestimated wins, and we will be going to map number 3 if SXXylo is able to pull it out. It will be all she wrote here for this matchup between these 2 teams, and SXXylo will be moving on. I think Xylo would like to finish it out right here. Underestimated. Definitely does not want that to happen. Chelly opened it up. If we're going to find XZR, looking for that other player over here right down low. Oh, I thought he was going to peek out, but decides not to. SXXylo, both players having to rock the TRG right now. The ratio is down. Could come in handy for them. Maybe not. Kuza's going to go ahead and pick that incredibly ratio up. I thought he was trying to go. I was like, maybe he can get another blank scope. He's not going to be able to. And there they go. Underestimated. Clean those players up on the side of Xylo. And now it's match point here for Team Underestimated.
Yeah, I don't know. I think UE wants to take this to a third map. I'm going to be honest with you. They're not ready. They're not out for the count just quite yet. But SXXylo, they have a better score, at least so far, going into this. And again, I'm not going to count them out just quite yet. Axis just needs to have a huge round here. Try and get, like, if he gets, the opening pick here on one of these players, that would be huge, especially if it's on Chile. But look at this. They're all just peeking him at the same time. And Axe is he's just pinned right now, and he's getting too aggressive, you know? He's peeking. Oh, look at that. All three players on the side of Underestimated just cornered him behind that container. He couldn't do anything. And now XZR, he's in a 1v3 to keep his team alive in this map, but he's going to get taken out by Chele, and we're going to a map number 3 for this one. Underestimated are going to close it out 9-6.
So they needed. They needed to be underestimated in map number 1. They come in here and take map number 2. Look at that, Chile. 20-6. That is absolutely nuts. 20-6.
Yeah, what an incredible performance by him. Again, those Eratio players, we expect them to have the higher KD. I gotta put my eye on Gloxy though. He was getting a lot of nice picks and headshots with that TRG and just taking out players that could have been a potential threat. So, you know, definitely I think obviously as the TRG players, they popped off a lot. But I think my eye was also on Gloxy as one of the potential MVPs there. He was having a lot of huge impact frags that game. So a nice performance by him. And we are going to be heading into map number 3 on Overhaul soon. We're going to have to go into a bit of a break time before that, though. Give these teams, you know, some time to get ready and join the room. I think we're going to be back in like 3 minutes or so. So just make sure you all are staying tuned for this third map.
welcome back, everybody. Map number three is being prepared. We're tied up here in this best of three series between Essex Xylo and Underestimated. It's 1-1. For wins this map number three, which will be on Overhaul, will be moving on in the tournament, and the one that takes the L, well, they'll be disqualified. Let us know in the comment section down below who you think will be taking it, if it's going to be Essex Xylo or if it is going to be Underestimated. And I do just want to address this right here, right now. This is the quarterfinals. Here's the Snipers Showdown tournament. So those signups are now closed. If you would like to sign up for any future tournaments, I highly recommend that you follow the links in the video description down below to the Discord server and the Twitter page. Follow us on there and join our Discord server so you get notified the next time we do have a tournament that signups are available for, which will be here in the next few months. That way you can again go ahead and get signed up and be able to participate in it. But right now the tournament is closed, and the teams that are participating, they've already been competing in the tournament as we are in the quarterfinals. But what you can do right now is head over to gfuel.com and pick up some G Fuel and use code esports mobile to go ahead and save 30% off your entire purchase on gfuel.com. That's right. You hear me properly right there. That's 30% off your entire purchase on gfuel.com by using that code esports mobile at checkout. That's on anything: tubs, shakers, 3 packs, whatever the case may be. Code esports mobile has you covered at checkout with 30% off. Not only to get the amazing product that is G Fuel, but you get to save some change on it as well, and helps out here at Mobile Esports, which we do greatly appreciate.
We should be getting into this third map very soon. We're just waiting for the teams to go ahead and get in that room, get prepared. But again, we are 1-1 in this best of three. Whoever wins this next map will be moving on to the semifinals. Again, just a quick little recap of how our quick maps have gone ahead so far. On Impasse, we had SX Xylo taking that first map with a score of 9-3. And then we just saw Warehouse, that second map underestimated with a score of 9-6. Now our final map is going to be Overhaul, and it's going to be on H's servers. I believe because the round balance, again, SX Xylo did have the better score overall. They have the better round balance. So, we'll be getting an overhaul soon. It should be an interesting map because, I don't know. It's just a very unique map. I like the design of Overhaul, and we probably haven't seen it too much in the past because it is a newer elimination map. So it should be very interesting to see this for our decider. Again, we will be getting into it very shortly. We just got to wait for all these players to get in the room and make sure they're all ready to go before we head into the final map of this first match of the day.
Yeah, excited. Underestimated really came alive there in map number two. Excuse me. They got us to this map number three because it kind of just looked like they were going to get manhandled by Ezek Xylo coming on into it, especially after watching map number one and based on the stats we'd seen too. So I'm really glad to see Underestimated has woken up and they are ready to play, and we should have once again a fairly close matchup here. Underestimated won, but only by three, 9-6. A pretty close game. They pulled ahead there right at the end. We'll see how that goes over on Overhaul.
And again, it's a newer map. I really like Overhaul. It kind of stands out from the rest of the maps because the fact that you get to play, you can kind of see it as, I'm sure all of you have played Overhaul before, but the fact that you get to play on top of that plane wing, and on the other side there's another like sort of upper aisle as well. It's not just like you have to hold the bottom, there's a bottom and a top to each side, and teams can push across that if they feel like getting aggressive. So it's going to be very interesting. I just love Overhaul as such a unique design. It'll be, again, like I said, very interesting heading into map number three here. We are almost ready to hop into this final map. We're just going to be waiting on that final confirmation. I do believe that the teams are pretty much ready to go on this third map, and we should be hopping into it very shortly.
You're waiting for that final confirmation here, and we will go ahead and dive on in. Looks like we are good to go. Let's go ahead and head on over to Overhaul. I guess I was wrong. We got a 5-6 now. Somebody just disconnected for a moment. Or maybe somebody's mother called them. Forgot to take the trash out or something. Again, folks, for those of you asking, I'm seeing a lot of new faces in here. By the way, welcome in. If this is your first time here or first time talking in the comment section on one of the Mobile Esports streams, join our Discord server. Links in the video description down below, as well as follow us on Twitter. Those are the best places to get notified when we are doing a tournament or working with another organizer for a tournament. And of course, be announced in the Discord and on Twitter. That way you can go ahead and find a team if you don't have a team, or take your team, get them in the Discord server, get them registered with the Mobley Sports Bot, etc., etc. All the information on how to do that and what you need to do is in the Discord server, and then you'll be ready the next time a tournament does go live. All right, looks like that phone call has ended, and we are now ready to go ahead and hop on into it.
And we can now see we're here on the first round. And again, this open aisle that you can see, Axis where he got that first opening pick, that's going to be one of the only open aisles where you just hard scope. Just a straight line across an arm, a huge headshot onto Kuza there. And again, there's a lot of this head glitch action with these boxes, so I think the TRGs can find a lot of impact too. As long as they're just playing for the picks around those head glitches, they can find a lot of impact. Arm is pushed up, again, pretty far under this plane wing. There's a player above him right now. I think, oh, he just barely spotted his leg, I think. Maybe he's going to try and go for the headshot. There we go. He's able to line it up, and now it is a 1v1. He does not have a ratio though, unlike Axis, so this could be potentially dangerous. Oh no, Arm is going to run into his crosshair, I think. Oh no, the shot's going to be whiffed. He tries to pick up the ratio, but he can't. Axis is going to pick up that kill, and SX Xylo takes the first round. But again, we can already see the overhaul is going to be so much more interesting. You get those upper angles to push on, and if you have the right amount of map control, you can just make some very interesting plays.
Yeah, definitely a lot of tight angles, little cheeky spots you can get into and try to catch your opponents off guard here. Arm popping around the corner. So he's a player up there. Gloxy looking to see if he can find XZR. I was definitely close. I don't know if he was able to spot him out or not. XZR, speaking of, is going to be opening it up there on Chelly, putting it down on the ground. Doesn't want to have another 20-6 performance like he had in map number 2. Ooh, Kuza
Wow.
catching Gloxy right there. And Arm now the last player left
Oh
alive.
my goodness.
Was.
Maybe this man is a demon with the TRG. I mean, 2 picks there with the TRG, and that's what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, if you are good with the TRG, if you get into those headshots, especially if you're contesting those head glitch angles, man, we're going to be seeing some of these TRG players really pop off on this map. I think it's very likely. Definitely a lot of contesting going to be happening around these boxes because they're the perfect head glitches to hide around. And look at this. All these players are over on the right side of the map, on the side of underestimated. Looks like one of them is going for the long rotation. Chelly gonna open up with a headshot onto Axis there. I think Arm has just spotted one as he jump peeked. And Gloxy's trying to maneuver around all these angles without getting shot. And he's gonna spot a player there, gets a nice tag onto Kuza. That is gonna be the erasure player down to low HP. And Gloxy with the headshot there. Kuza's able to find one, but he's so low, even the TRG can finish him off. Gloxy can just find another shot. And Kuza, man, he's like stuck here around this box. He goes to the left, he's spotted. He goes to the right, he's spotted. He's able to back up into his spawn, it looks like. So at least maybe he can go for a bit more of a wraparound or try and outplay them. But I'm telling you, this is not a good look for Kuza, especially considering underestimated are pushing up more and more. I mean, look how much map control they're taking. They're pushed up almost all the way into his spawn now. And yeah, Loxy with the TRG to close it out. Again, that's 2 rounds in a row where we see the TRG getting a 2K, like some player with a TRG getting a 2K. We're going to be seeing a lot of TRG action this map. I can already tell. It's going to be very interesting.
Again, with that mobility that the TRG offers you, allows you to be very cheeky, quickly pop the corner. Access going to find Chelly. That ratio player is dropped out of there. And now it's just underestimated here with both of their TRGs. Foxy's actually going to go ahead and trade that out for a little extra damage. And you have Arm with the faster movement down here. XCR looking to see if we can find somebody. Position has been given away. It was a missing the shot. Even the body count board up. Gloxy does do that as he finishes off XZR. Ooh, Gloxy. I don't think Axis was prepared for that at all. Kuza now in a tough spot. Look around. Oh, he knows he's there. Just has to be patient. Hide behind the boxes. Looking to see if he can get an angle around the corner here. Taking his time, and Gloxy is waiting for him when he comes back. Underestimated has tied it up once again here.
A lot of back and forth action. Again, for this final map, we are playing on Asia servers. So technically, SX Xylo should have the advantage, but you never know. I mean, again, with snipers, it's a bit of a different story with ping, you know? Since it's a one-shot kill, those players can't really be eating the bullets as much. And Axis, there we go. Huge jump shot by him. I don't think Arm was expecting him to peek like that, and he's able to open up with a nice pick. SX Xylo currently has the man advantage, but Chele is still live with that ratio. He's gonna have to try and find some value. Kuza is just contesting this angle somehow. I thought that was a headshot for sure, but he's not just quite able to land it. But he's still contesting. He's going to get the tag on that player. Gloxy, he gets wallbang down just a little bit. Man, oh, and he takes another shot. This man is just taking wallbangs left and right. Somehow he's still alive, though. And finally, XZR is able to drop him. Now Chelly's the last one, but axes with the Erasio to close it out. Xalo having a flawless round and taking the lead back, heading into round 6 here.
So far, hot potato back and forth. Both these teams, I'd say, seem to be evenly footed. The only thing I will say, looking underestimated is Chelly just had that 20-6 performance that probably is not going to be able to be duplicated here in this map number 3, which could give you the edge over to Xyla ultimately. Just they seem to have a very consistent performance across both maps. Kuza looking not going to find somebody.
Oh my
Chelly getting
goodness.
aggressive. Speaking
No.
of them, and there's underestimated, tying it up once again.
I was not fully paying attention. I'm not, like, me as the viewer, I just got scared by that. Like, I did not expect Chelly to be right there with the Erasio. That kind of threw me off. Wow, okay. Getting aggressive with the Erasio is so, like, that's such a ballsy play, you know? Like, because that Erasio is so important. And the fact that he's willing to push with that, that's just, it's such a risky play, but I also respect it, you know? I gotta respect the play. And now we're tied up 3-3. And Chelly once again getting kind of aggressive. Axis opens up with one, but now he's been spotted out after you whiff the shot. I think XZR is trying to go for the leg shot. He's able to hit him once there. Oh, and Kuz is able to get a tag on a Gloxy. Now he's pretty low, but he gets the 2K, and XZR is the last one alive, but both players are low. He could very well clutch this up if he just lands the shots. He's been tagged as well himself, though. Oh, he tries to go for the Erasio. Man, I'm telling you, if he kept the TRG there, he was set. But it's not going to matter, I think, soon. Oh, he gets the headshot on Chelly. Maybe, or the jump shot, I mean, on Chelly. He's not out for the count just quite yet. Going for the jump spawning now. Oh my goodness, who's going to win this one? They're both low HP. Gloxy popping that reload on the Erasio. Oh my goodness. It's literally like, it couldn't get any closer than this. I don't know if Gloxy's aware that he's rotated just quite yet. Oh, but he's going to get spot. Oh my god, what? No way. What is that shot by XZR? Wow. Okay, I mean, talk about Xalo wanting to take this one home. That was an incredible shot by him. I was not expecting that. And now look at this. Again, XCR, he's just pushed up so far. I don't know how he's able to just peek like that, but underestimated. They're all bunched up together on the same side. Oh, and XCR spots the player there. Maybe trying to go for the tags there. He spots them, but he can't hit the shot just quite yet. We're still in a 3 versus 3. Gloxy's taking a little bit of chip damage. Oh, and XCR is going to get tagged as well. A leg shot for him. He's going to be 33 HP with full armor. I don't think that's going to save him, though. Oh, and Kuza is also peeking as well. Man, it's like, who's going to win this round, man? Gloxy's already been dropped. And XCR is tagged down pretty low. He will get finished off by whatever weapon is going to fire at him. And Arm is going to find a kill though to even it up. There we go. XCR gets dropped, and now we're down to a 2 versus 2. Arm, I think he spotted him peeking over by that plane wing, and Chelly's still holding this head glitch here. Oh, and Army's going to drop down. Man, they're both like dancing around each other. Maybe Arm tries to go for the leg shot here if he can somehow pull it off. I don't know if he's going to be able to. And Kuz is able to open up onto Chelly. And now Arm is the last one alive in a 1 versus 2. Only a TRG. Going to be hard for him to win this one, but he gets a tag onto Kuza and the kill as he hits him the second time. Now Axis is the last one alive. Arm, he has to hit him twice or to get the headshot. Axis just needs that body shot with the Erasio to confirm the kill. Oh, and he's going to get tagged. This is doable by Arm. He might be able to pull it off, but oh my god. Okay. Arm with the TRG, he's able to clutch up a 1v2 somehow and tie it up going into the flip. I was not expecting that. I mean, how does Xylo let that happen? He has a TRG. He really hit 4 shots with a sniper without even getting tagged at all. That should not happen if you are Xylo. Definitely a blunder by them, and if it costs them the game, that'll be very interesting. And now we're in a 3 versus 3 here. Neither player's dropped yet. Chelly pushed up again, taking this plane wing angle. And Arm is going to be the first one to get dropped by XCR. He's going to get double body shot by that TRG, it looks like. Oh, and Gloxy's going to spawn one out, but Chelly's going to be the one who gets the pick. And now it's going to be a 2 versus 2. Oh, and these players are both tagged down kind of low. I'm not sure if Gloxy can still tank a body shot or not. I think maybe he can. Oh, but no, he's gonna get shot in the leg there, and yeah, now he's 27 HP, and there's just so many angles these players have to worry about. Chelly's gonna get a huge pick there, but now Kuza's in a 1 versus 2. He's gonna spot 1 and get tagged down to 38 HP, and now, there we go, Gloxy getting aggressive with that TRG once again. This man is 9 and 5, and I think he's been rocking the TRG all game. I wonder, I don't know, he might be the top frag right now on his team. I'm not 100% sure. I would not be surprised, though, if Chele was actually the one who's fragging out over him. Oh, and Gloxy opens up with the first pick. Onto Axis. Now he's rocking the Erasure instead of the TRG. Oh, and is he? Yeah, I think he disconnected or something. There's no way he just did not react to the fact that he's getting shot at. Kuza is able to pick off Gloxy there. And XZR, oh man, he's just jiggling up and down here by the boxes. Oh, he's gonna spot a player trying to pick up they're trying to pick up the Erasure, but I don't think they can. They both have TRGs in hand right now. And Chele looks like he's trying to make a move for it. Oh, he picked the TRG back up. I'm telling you, it's like he's trying to go for the Erasure, but he can't. And Arm is going to get that first pick. Or get dropped, I mean. And XZR, double kill by him. And SX Xylo have tied it back up, making it 5-5 now. It looks like Gloxy is back. I think he had a bit of a disconnect problem that last round or something, but he should be back now. And we're back into some of the 3v3 action that we've been wanting to see. Axis and Gloxy, the players running the Erasures during this round. But look, Gloxy's already dropped. He gets way too aggressive over towards the middle, and Axe is going to get a free pick on him. And Chele tries to run for the Erasure, but he's going to get dropped. And now Arm is the only one left, but he's getting pushed from every direction. What is going on over there right now? I don't know what's happening. They're like just going for the no-scope shots and stuff. Kuza only has to hit one body shot. Oh my goodness. And, oh, Axe is going to get the kill there. And it's now 6-5. SX Xylo only 3 rounds away from closing this one out.
Still so incredibly close here. It's been back and forth. Definitely welcome to see after map number 1. Again, thought it was going to be so much more lopsided than it actually was. Coming into map number 2. And now map number 3 is continue to hold true to map number 2. Axis looking to see if he can pick up this kill here on Chele. Your SX Xylo, you really would like a 2-round lead, give you just a little bit of extra cushion. Axis is going to land 1 shot. Able to soften Chele up. Really taking their time here. They know the spot they're in. Ooh, I don't know how he got that kill. XZR is able to pick up a kill there on Chele. The headshot coming in. Arm evens the body count board. That's a 2 versus 2.
Oh man, if Arm can pull this one off, Axis only has to hit a body shot with the TRG to save, or I guess to clutch up the round. I don't know if Underestimated pulls this one off, but again, if he just outreacts, oh, what a blank scope by him with the headshot as well, and now it is a 1v1. Now Erasure versus Erasure, the HP no longer matters. And Arm, he's really got to get this one. Again, I know the HP is low, but he just needs to get that mentality out of his mind because they're both running snipers, so it shouldn't matter to him. And at this point, it's anyone's game. It is just a 1v1. The HP is irrelevant. Unless Arm gets, like, you know, a leg shot or a wallbang or something and can't quite secure that kill. But, oh man, he's pushing up. He's crouched over by this plane. Slowly make his way up. He's going to spot him jumps peeking there. Oh my goodness. They're just, like, dancing around each other right now. Who's going to get this kill?
Really important round for both these teams here. Again, if SX Xylo is able to get this, they have this extra round cushion, which will be really nice. Underestimated, that will prevent that if Arm's able to get this kill on both these players in 1-shot territory. Arm feeling aggressive, getting up here nice and close. Keeps missing shots over and over and over again. Player's getting a little bit tired. Coming in for the no-scope, and Kuza is going to be able to do it. And SX Xylo has been able to take that 2-round lead, giving him a little bit of extra cushion. the scoreboard here for a quick second. I just want to see what is the we're already underway. We'll wait and try to get that next round. Don't want to miss any impressive shots. See all these players fanning out here on the side of underestimated.
I love
Everybody
how
paired up
SX
together.
Xylo just bunch up. Like they
Yeah, I
just play
know.
together.
I was just looking at that, like it's a very interesting strat. We're underestimated, very spread out, looking to get that intel, that information. Oh my
Wow.
gosh, the
The
con of being grouped
TRGs.
up.
Breach
Kuza
wins.
tries to do something, but it's a clean sweep coming in from underestimated. They have closed that gap. There it is. Pretty even scores. Look at Chelly. Was 20-6 last round, and this could be the server change, the ping difference. It's now 5-9 here.
I want to point out that last round we had 3 TRG headshots for the kills on the side of underestimated. I mean, they were just popping. I'm telling you, these TRG players are just popping off, especially Gloxy. He is the man I've kept my eye on. I feel like he's going to be the one who finds those impact frags that could potentially give underestimated their win here.
Yeah, as Xylo, if they lose this round, that little extra cushion they had is going to evaporate. Chelly eliminating another player there. It's XZR. It's a 2 versus 2 here now. We can see if they can put this in a 1 versus 2. As soon as that next player gets dropped on either team, you should see them, I would bet, get just a little bit more aggressive. Push up, try to catch somebody off in a corner. Ooh, underestimated is going to pick it up. Gloxy getting Kuza, and now Axis is probably... Ooh, never mind. Now down as 1 versus 1, Axis is able to bring it back. Puts the momentum somewhere back in his team's control, and he gets the quick drag scope. As Xylo is looking like they will take this, as it is now match point here for them. Underestimated has to play the next 3 absolutely perfectly.
Yeah, and it's going to be tough for them to do that, you know? I mean, at this point, you just gotta wonder, like, are they gonna play aggressively like they have been, or are they gonna play super passively? You know, it is that match point. They might just try and hide the whole time or hard scope and angle. Arm, I think he either got a tag or he just missed and his teammate got the tag. But Kuza, a huge pick, headshot, and it's looked like it's over for underestimated. A 1v3, Chele is alone, and he's getting pushed by literally everyone. Tries to run back into spawn and pick up a Euratio, but I don't think they're gonna let him do that. No, he they all just jumped him as he tried to run back for that gun, and it's over. SX Xylo, they're gonna take this best of 3, 2-1. They are advancing on to the semifinals. Underestimated are knocked out of this tournament.
Well played there by both teams, as Xylo stats holding true, and is going to allow them to go ahead and move on into the semifinals. Congratulations to them. Underestimated played really well. I mean, same score as we had last time. Unfortunately for Underestimated, though, it is not in their favor this time. Really came alive there. I think once we were playing, I believe we were playing on their server on map number 2. You definitely saw that there was a little bit more of an advantage there. You know, ping doesn't play as huge of a role in with snipers and whatnot, but definitely helps. Overall, well played by both these teams, and congratulations to SX Xylo on taking the W on.
Yeah, and again, those 3 maps are very fun to watch. I know we'll be getting another, our next set of best of 3 matches after this one. So the stream is not over in case everyone is wondering. This is just our first match. We're going to have one more for today's stream, another best of 3. And it's going to be Hammers versus Sadok, I believe. That's going to be our next matchup. So it should be very interesting. But we'll be getting back into that shortly. I know we got to give these teams some time to, get ready as we switch over towards the next step. So I believe we're going to be going into a bit of a break time very shortly. So obviously, thank you to everyone who's tuned in so far, and we'll be right back with our next set, or I guess our next best of 3 for the tournament.
Yeah, it wasn't the Windows.
Bomb's been planted.
Yo, 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 welcome back, everybody. We're just about ready to start our next best of three here. We got an interesting matchup to say the least with well, at least one of these teams here. They got a unique name. Got Hammers versus Sadok's Kids. I believe I said that properly. Coming up here, we don't know what the kids look like. Well, of course, we all know Hammers. Let's go ahead and take a look at these two teams. They should be popping up here on screen in just a moment. Manthus, what you think?
I don't know. I mean, again, Hammers, everyone knows what Hammers is, right? They've been around for a while. Again, I'm not really sure what region or what lineup Hammers is running right now. I guess we're gonna find out soon. Versus Sadok's Kids. Now, obviously, they might be fans of Sadok. He might actually be in the team. We're gonna find out very shortly though, as we look at the team stats so far throughout the tournament, just to see, again, how these different teams have performed so far as they get ready to clash with each other. First, taking a look, or I'm sorry, taking a look at Hammers. We can see, just looking at the stats, again, we have at the top my boy Insane with 2.41 KD. We have Agonize, Ziva, Melva, and Raptor. Now, Melva and Raptor both not playing yet. KD of 0. But we can see Agonize, Ziva, and Insane. Again, both much higher KDs than we saw from the previous North American team that just competed underestimated. So definitely they have a better KD to back them up. But that is nothing compared to if we take a look at Sadok's Kids, because they've been dominating even better. We can just look at their KD here, the highest one I've seen so far. 4.71 KD ratio from Nesca. And we also have Exy
That's
with a
nuts.
2.12 KD, Stratus with a 2.0, and we do have the man himself, Master Sadok, but it looks like he's not playing. His kids are going to be the ones who are competing in today's tournament so far. At least they're the ones who've competed so far. Master Sadok himself has not played yet. He's leaving it up to the kids to try and take home the grand prize.
Well, maybe we'll go ahead and see him here. Same map lineup as we had in the first best of three. For those of you just joining, those maps are about to pop up here on screen. They are Impasse, Warehouse, and Overhaul. They get progressively better as we go through the maps. We'll see if we can get all the way to the third map once again. Again, this is a best of three for those of you just joining. So if one team wins the first two, of course, that means map number three will not be played. Impasse is going to be the first map, and I believe we are just about to go ahead and hop on in here. We're just waiting for the last couple players to join, and then we'll be able to hop on in and see the first match take place.
And again, like you were saying, the same lineup as far as the maps for today. Impasse for our first one, then Warehouse, and Overall for the decider. Again, for everyone just tuning in, we'll quickly talk about how the tournament works. In case you guys are confused or maybe you forgot, we're going to go ahead and explain it real quick. The way it works is it is a 3 versus 3 on these maps, and it's going to be the first to 9. So we're playing in that elimination style game mode where, like, when all three players die on a side, the other team gets the round, and it's gonna be the first team to get 9 rounds. And it is only snipers, but only one player on each side is allowed to rock that U ratio. The other two have to run a TRG. And so it's not just 3 ratios versus 3 ratios, right? You have players who rock the TRG, and they might go against each other. They might go against the U ratio players. But again, everyone has to find their own impact in these rounds if they want to try and win it out. So it's a very interesting format for a sniper showdown here. And I believe we're getting ready to hop into the first map soon. We're just waiting on all these players to go ahead and get ready, get into the match, because we do have a nice best of 3 ahead of us.
You just have that last player needing to join up, and then we'll be good to get underway. And while you're waiting, it's a perfect time to head over to gfuel.com right now to go ahead and pick up some new G Fuel, or maybe try it. for the first time. Whatever the case may be, though, Cody Sports Mobile has you covered at checkout. That's right, 30% off any product on gfuel.com by using code esportsmobile at checkout. That's 30% off any single product on gfuel.com, tub, shaker, a 3-pack, whatever it is. Cody Sports Mobile has you covered. Get the amazing product that is G Fuel while saving some change and helping us out here at Mobile Esports, which we do greatly appreciate.
And
All
we
right, looks
should
like
be ready to hop into this very soon. I think we're still waiting on that last player, but once he's in here, we can go and get started. But again, these elimination maps, I know we saw this before. Impasse is kind of a weird map,
mhm.
just because that head glitch is so dominant, right? Whoever takes control of that top head glitch in the middle is probably going to win the round because it's just so hard to take people off of that angle.
Yeah, it definitely is. You're not going to see as much aggressive play. Maybe once in a while, maybe someone will get a little excited and try to move across mid. But like you said, they'll be hanging back really towards those head glitches and just playing for kills. I think
And also,
again,
just kind of a oh, sorry, no, you go ahead. Sorry.
no, I was gonna say the difference between using the ratio and the TRG, having that extra mobility could come in handy here on this map. It comes in handy in all these maps. I'll be curious to see who ends up playing that Euratio role, if they switch it around constantly, or it's just one player rocking that. Was it Nezca who has the 4 plus KD? It was like 4.71 or something. I am definitely interested to see if he is using the ratio. I'm looking to see if it was, yeah, Nezca. With the 4.71. Is he using the ratio? Is he TRG? Is he alt switching between the two? I don't know. That's a pretty impressive KD, and it is the quarterfinal, so we've already had a couple rounds to go through. So that is not just one game he popped off on. That's a couple. There's a little bit of backing to that KD.
Yeah, 100%. And again, I know I kind of mentioned it before. I hope maybe some of these higher IQ players will do it this game. I want to see these players stop buying the helmet, because you know what happens. You buy that helmet or you buy that armor, your movement speed gets dropped just a little bit. And the armor, obviously, it makes sense, right? It could save you from a wall bang or from a TRG
Hmm.
tag. The helmet, it's not protecting you. I hate to break it to you. If you get headshot, you're dying. It doesn't matter if you have the helmet or not. I feel like these players got to stop buying that helmet. Maybe try and give themselves a little bit extra movement speed, especially if you got the TRG. TRG with no helmet, you could be just a little bit more mobile, maybe a little harder to shoot. So hopefully we'll get to see a little action like that coming into this matchup here.
Speaking of the matchup, what are these teams playing for? Manthus, you want to break that down for us?
Yeah, we can go and take a look at the prize pool. Again, we're in the quarterfinals right now, so we still have a bit of a way before these teams can actually get some prizes. But we can see here on screen, the first place team will be getting 700 US dollars, and they'll be getting 5 times Euratio champion skins. That is a custom Euratio skin that they'll be getting, kind of similar to how we saw like the circuit and the world skins. They'll be getting their own Euratio champion skin. They'll be getting 300 MES credits to use over in the MES shop. They can redeem them over there. And they will be getting 20,000 in-game COPS credits as well. Second place will be getting 300 US dollars as well as 5,000 in-game COPS credits.
Some good stuff here on the line for these players. We're here at the quarterfinals, semifinals will be taking place, and finals will be taking place here over the month of January. So if you're new around here, make sure you're subscribed and you have rung that notification bell so you get notified when we do go live. So waiting for that final player to join up here. It's Hammers versus Sadox Kids, which is just about to start. I think we're about to get the confirmation that everybody is in the room. It's a 3 versus 3, and we are ready to go ahead and get on into Impasse.
Believe it should be any time now before we go ahead and get started. While we're on the topic of these maps, I kind of got to know. I guess this is more of a question for the chat, maybe for you too, Study. I got to know, what theme do you think our next map is going to be for elimination? Because obviously they keep releasing new ones. We just had Overhaul, which is clearly based off the theme of Grounded. And our previous map, Warehouse, that's from the based on the theme of Raid, and Impasse based
Mhm.
on the theme of Canals. I kind of got to know, what do you think would make a nice theme for the next map, assuming that they are going to keep coming out with more.
Man, I love Village. I don't get to see a lot of Village. Maybe a Village theme. Give us some outdoors. I like the outdoors with the vibrant colors, some extra green. I think that would be excellent.
I think Village would be a pretty good one. I would be very interested as well to see maybe if we could get something related to. I I kind of want to say Soar. I don't know if that's like
Yeah.
A weird one. I think Thor would be a kind of cool one, especially I could see like the pool being in the middle or something, and like maybe you spawn on either side. I don't know. I think there's a lot of interesting themes I could go with for these warehouse maps. But again, there's so much so much time left for them to come out with more maps, and I'm sure eventually they'll come out with more. They've been pushing elimination a lot, and I was a huge fan of Overhaul. I think out of the best of three we just watched, Overhaul was probably my favorite map, just because of like how much how creative you can get with your strats, right? You can push up top, you can push up bottom, go under the planes and stuff like that. There's a lot more cover, I guess you could say, so you could try and get aggressive instead of just sitting in your spawn the whole time.
Mhm. Yeah, chat. Let us know what you think about that in the comment section down below. What map do you want to see next, or the theme of the map featured in the next map? Still waiting for that final player to join. He's just taking his sweet old time. I guess he's having to mix up some new G Fuel. I understand. I'll delay the tournament to get some G Fuel, and you should too. You can use code esportsmobile at checkout to get 30% off anything at gfuel.com. 30% off anything at gfuel.com by utilizing that code at checkout. That's right, anything. Tubs, shakers, a 3-pack, some crystals, or multiple tubs. That's the way I like to do it. Go all in.
Lots of amazing stuff on G Fuel. Again, you can get those starter kits as well if you haven't tried G Fuel before. They'll send you a wide variety of flavors that are popular, so you can give them a try and maybe see if there's some that you like. Just those single servings. Definitely, I'd recommend the starter kits if you have not tried G Fuel before. You can get a taste of a lot of the fantastic flavors. But again, G Fuel, a lot of amazing stuff over there. Tubs, shakers, merch. Code Esports Mobile will get you 30% off at checkout.
All right, bringing back in the semi-attractive faces here. I think we're just about ready to go. Before we have like a little bit of, I guess, housekeeping that needs to be done before we get into this next match. I'm just wanting to see if it's going to be before we announce it, if it's actually going to go this way or not. Maybe get a fire lit under that last player's rear end to join a little faster here. I'm not sure if he hears it's going to be a 2 versus 3, but yeah, it might be a 2 versus 3 here, folks. We're gonna see. It looks like we are live. Yeah, okay, so we are live. We're doing a 2 versus 3. So this should be interesting. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of our semi-attractive faces, and let's hop on into the game.
All right, here we go. We do have a 2v3 now. Again, oh, Ziva already gets dropped. The ratio is down, and Melva is in a 1v3 with the TRG. I don't know, man. I don't think you're doing anything here. He's going to get a nice little tag there. Master Sadak, he is going to be playing his first game of this tournament. He didn't want to leave it up to the kids. He had to make sure that he was taking part in it this time. And Melva is just hard scoping this Heglish, but he's going to get dropped by Stratus. And I think it'll be interesting, now that we have a 2v3, maybe on the side of Sadok's kids, they'll actually be getting aggressive. They don't want to play passively. They might actually push up all the way and, just try and make it a bit more interesting for us since it is a 2 versus 3.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely expect that to happen. You have one player, the TRG, getting a little more. Well, actually, looking at it now, all 3 players here for Sadok's kids are rocking that TRG. So there's going to be some definitely aggressive play coming in from them. They know they have that man advantage compared to Hammers here. Hammers have to stay. Ooh, I was gonna say Hammers gonna have to hit some players in the head in order to pull this off. Stratus doubles up, and that's gonna be all she wrote.
I gotta respect them on the side of Sadok's kids because it looks like since they know they're a man ahead, they're all rocking the TRGs. No U ratio on their side. They should make it just a bit more fair. Since they know it is a 2 versus 3 right now, we're going to be having 3 TRGs, no U ratio from Sadok's kids. Again, interesting now because there's going to be no U ratio gameplay on their side, so I'll be interested to see how their playstyle is like. No more U ratio, or I guess no player is like more valuable than the other. They're all equally important. Melva is going to open up with the first pick. Master Sadok is pushed up so far though, and they weren't expecting that. He gets a tag. Both players are low now, so the TRG can finish off either one of them. And Master Sadok, he's just pushed up so far, but Melva, what a weird angle. He is just waiting for him to push out. And Hammers, they're playing this so passively. They're literally camping to the maximum. And Melva's ultimately going to drop Nesca there. I think he just got tagged like 2 or 3 times in quick succession. And now I think Sadok's kids, they're starting to understand, alright, they want to rock the TRGs, but Hammers are literally just not leaving their spawn. And so because of that, they might not be able to get aggressive and have some fun with us. They're gonna go ahead and try and maybe secure that win a bit more.
Yeah, now bringing that ratio out, Melva's gonna find Stratus, launching him into the stratosphere. Trying to go for the second one, is able to do it. He finds Nesca. Now, Master Sadak is the last player left alive here in this 1 versus 2. He's gonna find Melva. All he's gotta do is get Ziva here, and they will be back up by 2.
I don't know, 1v1. They could tie it up right now. It's definitely doable, and Ziva is holding that head glitch as well. Probably not going to leave it for the rest of this round if I had to make a prediction. Sadak is willing to play a bit more ballsy, I guess you could say. He's willing to go for the cheeky plays and move around. But Ziva really wants to try and secure this round, so he is not leaving that head glitch. I promise you he will be there the whole time. And there we go, the nice headshot with the TRG to finish off that round. Hammers are now tying it up. And, I mean, obviously, yeah, it's a 2v3. They gotta play more passively. So, on the side of Sadok's kids, they gotta stop feeding them the early kills. Melva with that Euratio, he's just gonna hold a lane and not let it go until ultimately one of these players gives him a free pick. So he's gotta be they gotta be careful on the side of Sadok's kids, or else this could potentially, I don't know. I think it could be doable by Hammers if they just keep playing very passively, because I think Sadok's kids, they're getting impatient, they're getting aggressive. They don't want to just hide. Melva already gets dropped though, and now Ziva is all alone in a 1v3. I think now we're going to see more aggressive gameplay from him. Tag down, he is at 7 HP right now, holding this head glitch. And I don't know, I mean, there's not much he can do in this situation. I'm surprised no one's pushing though. I would have thought one of these guys would have pushed up by now, considering he only has a TRG. And I think now we're going to see that action. Yeah, it's going to be, who is that pushing up behind him? It's Stratus. Oh, I don't think Ziva knows. Oh, Stratus, don't do it to him, baby. Oh no, wait, I thought
No
he was gonna
way.
like try and troll him or something. I think he was just trying to troll, and then his teammate died, and now he
This will
panicked.
be a huge blunder.
Definitely. There's no way they lose this. I mean, he's 7 HP. Oh, he picked up the Euratio, though. Now it could be over. I don't know. Stratus, you have to hit this shot. Okay. I was about to say, there's no way that they lose that.
That would have been absolutely nuts. Hammers getting that first pick is incredibly crucial for them, because if they don't, it's instantly a 1 versus 3.
And now it's Ziva with the Euratio again. Oh my god, they both get tags. What a blank scope by Nesca there. Both these players are killable by a TRG now at this point. One of them has a Euratio. I don't know. I mean, again, they're just playing so passively right now. Technically, Master Sadak could get aggressive if he wanted to. He kind of has the best spot to push up. I don't think they're really holding him. But Nesca's going to drop one, and there we go. He gets, I think that was an ace from him, or am I wrong? I think he just aced with the TRG.
Yeah. 2 players dropped there by him. Still no third player coming in from Hammers. That's unfortunate for them. Hate to get knocked out in a 2 versus 3. That definitely is frustrating, but you had the time to play. You knew you needed to be here, and I don't know where that third player is. Hopefully everything's all right. Maybe the Wi-Fi went down.
You never know. I mean, they do have subs. Oh my goodness, was that a wallbang headshot by Ziva? I think it was. Wallbang headshot with the Euratio to take out one of those players. Now Melva is alone with just the TRGs. Able to get a tag there. Both players, technically, if Melva outreacts, he could win both of these gunfights. As long as he can hit the shot. He's able to spot one there on that head glitch. Man. I love how, like, he's playing so passively on this side that I feel like they could just push up on one side. Like, Hammers are playing so scared. Obviously, Sadok's kids, they don't really know that. But it's like, he's playing so scared, he doesn't want to, like, peek out. There we go. Nesca's ultimately going to get the kill. We're seeing a lot of head glitch battling taking place over here on this map. But now it is 5-2. We are going to flip sides after this, but ultimately that doesn't really matter. Considering the maps are pretty much identical, no matter what side you're on.
You're not really going to have an advantage being on the Coalition or the Breach. Really the only thing giving Sadok's kids the advantage right now. Maybe a little better sniper, but having that extra man. That's going to stay the same no matter what side they're on. Ziva trying to find somebody. Just anybody. They're hoping to get that first man down here, evening the body count board at 2-2. So much more difficult when it's 3 versus 1. Steve is able to find Master. Stratus is trying to connect shots, but he's not able to do so.
Oh, and Nova. That's gonna be a nice pick by him. This could be I think this is gonna go to hammers. There's no way Stratus clutches this up. I will be extremely surprised if he just like headshots both of them or something. But I think there's no way.
Reach wins.
Yeah, there we go. Ziva with the headshot of his own to close it out. Hammers only trailing by 2. Definitely not not bad for them, I'll say, considering it's a 2v3. I would have expected them to be losing by more. I guess it's just the impasse effect, you know. They could just hide by that head glitch and just play it so passively that it doesn't really matter, I guess.
Impasse effect. Like it.
Oh, and Melva already gets dropped. That's the Eurasia down, and Ziva is alone in a 1 versus 3, and he's getting surrounded quickly, it looks like. Oh yeah, look at this. Who is that? Stratus is pushed up by him. Oh my gosh. Ziva, they're just going for no-scope battles at this point. Oh, what a no-scope by Ziva there. The TRG coming in alive.
I've always
I think
enjoyed no
he
scoping
could
with it.
secure the ratio. There's a ratio on him. I guess maybe he doesn't want to go for it.
Yeah, he's got to be careful to not expose himself too much. Oops, excuse me.
Reach wins.
Master is going to find him. Now it's a 3-round lead going here to the kids.
All right. Well, now, yeah, like you were saying, 3-round lead. Only 3 rounds to go as well before Sadok's kids can close out our first map and take this one home. Or at least be closer to taking this one home. Hammers have a bit of an uphill battle, a 2v3, and they have to win 6. I don't know if they'll be able to pull it off. Stratus already opens up with a pick, and now Ziva with a TRG is in a 1 versus 3 scenario. It would be pretty huge if he could clutch this one up, but I don't know, man. Everyone is just spread out so much. He gets a nice tag there on that player. Oh, man, he's really got to pick up that kill. There we go. Sadok finally gets dropped. Oh, he's able to get another tag. Ziva's not out for the counter square. He's still battling this one out. He gets another tag as well. The number of wallbangs this man is getting. He shot him through the tree there. Oh my goodness, maybe Ziva could pull this one off. He gets another tag. Dude, this guy gets one more wallbang shot? I don't know. There's no way, Ziva. Man, he got this many shots off and he couldn't find a kill just quite yet. If he loses now, it will be a bit disappointing. Come on, they're both low. I feel like it's doable for him. He just needs to spot one of these players out, but they're all just dancing around these head glitches right now, not really trying to peek. Another wallbang! No way! Dude, Ziva, how have you not clutched this one out yet? They're both solo. They've been tagged so many times. Ziva has gotten like 5 shots off this round and no kills yet. I'm a little disappointed. There we go. Finally, the headshot is doable. Now 1 versus 1. I think Ziva's going to clutch it out. Oh, I thought he spotted him out there. He's just hiding and reloading behind that head glitch. And Ziva, what a clutch. Wow. With the TRG, I think he clutched a 1 versus 3 with that just by hiding around the head glitch.
It's so unfortunate because I'm watching Ziva and I'm watching Melva play, and I can see that they have the skill. There's a reason they're here in the quarterfinals, but just so unfortunate that third man is not here. And also, you know, they can't get another player on. Or the backup 2 you had, they bots. Either way, though, Ziva getting pushed, trying to find the quick scope here on the Master, trying to slow it down. Oh
my god.
Stuck on the table.
What is happening right now, dude? They're not allowed to knife each other, so they're just trying to hit the no-scopes. Finally, he gets dropped. It is now 7-4. Sadok's kids only 2 rounds away from closing this one out.
And they should be able to close it out pretty easily unless Hammers is able to start hitting the nail on the head here. Melva's going to break some armor, trying to go for the pick, even that body count board up 2-2 here. Able to do it now in this 1 versus 2 Stratus with the TRG has been eliminated. Hammers hitting the nail hard here in round number 12. They got to do it a couple more times.
Again, everyone's playing so, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I get it. Hammers, they're a man down. They don't want to play aggressively. They just want to try and play it safer. Oh, Melva,
Ooh!
what a headshot. Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Hammers, what was that round? They just quickly fired a couple shots and cleaned that one up quickly. Oh, but look at the spawns now. This doesn't really favor them going for that head glitch. I mean, Melva, he has to run out in the open, potentially into someone's peak here, just to get control of that head glitch. I don't know if they're going to let him do it or not. I mean, their boat's open. Yeah, no, they just choose to stay at the bottom. Oh, and Melva, he's going to spot one out there. Ziva opens up with a pick, though.
Oh my gosh, this is could be possible here for Hammers.
Right now, no one is controlling the head glitch. So I feel like they know they can't cross either, because it's probably
Yeah.
being held right now. So they kind of just have to try and go for the picks here. Melva is kind of low. If he could get a tag, at least, before he gets dropped, that would be kind of huge. But again, it doesn't really matter, considering Ziva has the ratio in hand. Oh, Ziva has somehow made his way onto this head glitch. And Melva gets a nice headshot with the TRG onto Stratus. Now Master Sadak is in a 1v2, still holding this little doorway peak here. And now we can see Melva is getting aggressive. He's pushed up in their spawn. I don't think Master Sadak is ready for this. Oh no, I think he heard him. Oh, the no-scope comes out. Tries to hit the flick scope as well. He can't hit it just quite yet. Master Sadak is about to get pinned now. They know he's in his back spawn. I think his teammate's going to push up as well and try and corner him. And Ziva's going to drop him. Hammers have tied it up 7-7. How is this doable? I mean, there's no way Sadok's kids will lose this.
I mean, you would think, but I thought it was going to be over, be about a 9-4 by now, and we're all tied up here. Hammers has been able to bring it back. It's close. Sadok's kids has to get that first pick. As soon as Hammers does it, it's 2 versus 2. Makes it just a little bit easier for them.
Yeah, and they're just staying in their spawn. Master Sadak, there we go. Opening with a pick. That's going to be huge. Making it a 3v1
Ooh.
and a 3v0, the double kill there. That's what he really needed. I'm telling you, it's literally just who gets the first pick. Because the second that Sadok's side just gets an opening pick, it's a 3v1, and it's going to be so much harder for that Hammers player to make a comeback. I mean, we did see that 1v3 earlier, but especially if he doesn't have control of that head glitch, it's going to be very difficult. Stratus kind of peeking out here. Oh man, he's literally, oh, no way. Oh my god, he's literally aiming at his head. Just press shoot, and he literally wallbang headshots him through, no way. And Sadak as well to close it out, and it is now 9-7. Sadak's kids are taking home that first map. I gotta be impressed by the showing from Hammers. Better KD overall, a 2v3. They put up a good fight on our first map of Impasse.
Yeah, seriously, like, it's really unfortunate that third player is not here. He didn't show up. Again, you have your main 3 plus 2 subs, and Hammers is not able to get that third spot filled with any of those 2 subs or that third player, the main player who's supposed to be here. If they're able to do that, I almost think they'll be able to beat Sadok's kids. Now, you could say they were going easy on them here in map number 1, which I think there was a little bit of trolling coming in from them, but still, Hammer's an incredibly impressive showing here in map number 1. They can definitely play in a 2 versus 3. We'll see what goes on. Maybe they can pull this out. Maybe they can. It is possible, but it's going to be a big uphill climb for them. And maybe they'll be able to get a third player in here as we go into a quick little break before map number 2 starts. Right, welcome back, everybody. We're just about ready to hop on into map number two of this best of three between Sadoc's Kids and Hammers. It looks like we were once again going to be doing a two versus three. Hammers just can't get that third spot filled. Very unfortunate, especially watching their performance in map number one. If they had that third player, you almost think that they would have won that. They're not able to get that third spot though. Coming in map number two, I think it's going to be going to Sadoc's Kids, and it'll be finished off here and a 2-0 for the final count of this best of three. What do you think, Manthus?
I don't know. I feel like Hammers, yes, they put up a good fight. I'll admit it's a 2v3. They did good. I think the fact that they were playing on impasse, they were utilizing those head glitches a lot. That really helped them so much when it was a two
Mhm.
versus three, right? Like they don't have to take open fights or anything. They could just hide on those head glitches. And ultimately, when those players on the side of Sadok's Kids just get impatient, they start peeking out. It's like free kills for them. You
Yeah.
don't really get that much on Warehouse. It's going to be a lot harder, especially considering we'll be seeing a lot more wall banging and stuff taking place on that map. It's going to be harder for Hammers to win a 2 versus 3. It's also a lot easier to push up on that map. So I don't know. I mean, well, maybe not easier, but I think it will happen more if it's a 2 versus 3. So again, it'll be interesting to see coming into it how this plays out. Um, but either way, I think we're getting ready to hop into our second map of Warehouse very soon. Apparently, the word on the street is that they may or may not actually have a third player on the side of Hammers this time. It might not be a 2v3. I don't know. Um, so we could potentially see a 3v3 coming into our second map here, which will also be, by the way, on Hammer's server. It'll be on North America servers. Impasse is played on European servers. So I think maybe if they get that third player and it's also North America, they could potentially make a bit of a comeback here, get us some reverse sweep action. But again, anything is possible. We will be hitting in a warehouse very soon for our second map.
Yeah, it was. We should be hopping in short. I was reading a couple comments going back and forth here behind the scenes. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting too because you look at the roster for Sadoc's Kids. So Master Sadoc himself hadn't played up until this point on in the tournament, so had a little bit, I think, of a disappointing performance. I would say, or maybe not disappointing, but just underperformed in that first map. So now coming in map number two, a little more warmed up, ready to go. Might pop off there himself. Definitely a lot of variables, different variables or more variables coming into this map number two than were in the first matchup between Essex Xylo and Underestimated. I believe we are ready to go ahead and hop on in. So let's go ahead and do this. We're going to see if they have that third player or not. How are you ready? Oh, it looks like we do. And looks like they have the third player, though.
Should be ready very soon, but they have successfully secured a third player on the side of Hammers, it looks like. It's going to be Raptor, who is playing now on their side. So now it is no longer a 2 versus 3. They were able to get a sub here, and we are also live heading into uh, map number 2 here for our first 3v3 of this matchup. Gonna be Master Sadok already opening with a pick onto Raptor there. Exy kind of jiggling here. Again, a new sub on the... I don't think Exy was playing last game. So a new sub on the side of Sadok's Kids as well. And Ziva is going to be the one rocking the ratio on the side of Hammers, but he's going to get dropped. Melva is alone in a 1v3, and he's trapped in this back aisle. He's able to get a tag there onto Master Sadok, maybe going to try and confirm the kill, but no, he's going to get dropped ultimately as he peeks out. And now Sadok's Kids have made it 1-0 already, securing that nice and early lead. Now again, this is on North America servers this time. So Hammers, I feel like they might be able to pull it off now that it's a 3 versus 3, as long as they play this smart. Again, kind of interested to see how this plays out, but Ziva is going to be rocking the Euratio so far. Master Sadok taking a really aggressive angle, and yeah, that's a risky play. He already gets tagged down. Could very well be finished off by a random wallbang or just a little TRG shot. Nesca is going to get dropped. Master Sadok does find one, but both these players are pretty low. Exy's actually pushed up pretty far though, but he's going to get spotted out by Ziva as he goes for a jump peek on top of that box. And Hammers have already tied it up, making it 1-1.
So glad Hammers finally has that third player in Waptor. Glad to see him in here.
And I know I
Literally.
was mentioning it before. I gotta give a shout out to Xe and also to Raptor, the first two players who I've seen actually not buy a helmet. And they are running the TRGs as well, so I gotta respect the decision to do that. Raptor is just going to headshot him instantly. I think this is going to be another round going in favor of Hammers here. Sadok is the last one alive, going to get tagged, and yeah, I think he's a dead man soon. Only a Euratio in hand, and he's getting pushed by literally everyone. Somehow he's retreated to the back of site here, but Raptor is going to finish him off. Should be very interesting here. Nesca now rocking the Euratio instead of Master Sadok. He has the TRG. Again, I feel like, I wonder if maybe they pick who runs their Euratio based off where they spawn. Like, if they get a good spawn, where they could just go for an early peak, they might
Yeah.
let that player rock the Euratio instead. So maybe they don't always let their best sniper rock the Euratio. Maybe it's based off if they have a better spawn or something like that, because that could very well be a factor as well. Nesca,
Ooh.
huge pick by him onto Raptor, and he's gonna get another one. Now Ziva's alone in a 1v3 with the Euratio. He could maybe pull this one off. Actually, 1v2, I lied. But Nesca is going to ace this round with the Euratio. Huge round by him, and Sadok's kids are going to tie it up 2-2 now.
Yeah. Euratio once again being pulled up by Nesca. Ziva has it in his hands. Maybe they're just trading the ratio off based on who's performing the best, who seems to be hitting shots, giving that players hitting the most shots.
Oh,
The ratio first. Speaking of hitting shots, Waptor does.
what?
Such a missed shot there by Sadok.
There's no way he just went for that jump shot. And they're going for it again. The tags are going to be traded out there. Raptor's still full HP with the Euratio. So even though I think Xe might be able to finish off Nova here, I don't think he's going to win this 1v2. They do have him pinned in his spawn right now. Melva's pushed up pretty far. I think he's giving the call right now. And yeah, Xe is going to get dropped. We're now in a 3-2, or I'm sorry, 3-2 score line. Hammer's currently taking the lead, but we're still pretty early in before we can sort of try and declare a predicted winner.
Yeah, still plenty of time left here.
Oh, what a huge early tag there. Sadok is going to finish off the kill, so I guess it didn't really matter.
Ziva and Melva, they've been in this 2 versus 3 spot before. This isn't anything new for them.
I love the read there by Xe. I mean, he jiggle peeks out, sees both players, and he just immediately runs up on the other side because he knows they're not going to be holding it. And now they've trapped these players in heaven, basically. They can't get out, and I think they know this on the side of Hammers. They're kind of scared to peek out. They know these players are pushed up, and now the shots are being fired. Xe's taking a lot of map control. Ziva is just kind of trapped back here with the TRG. Some traded shots back and forth. Melva is able to get one. He's going to have to be the one to clutch up for his team because he has the Euratio in hand. So he can just one-shot whoever is there. Nesca gets a little tag there as well. Oh, and they're pushing up. What is going on right now? Melva, oh, he's going to get tagged once. Maybe the TRG can finish him off and make it much more doable for Sadok. But no, Ziva's going to get that first pick. Xe, oh, he's trapped here on the box. He's got to be dead. Yeah, Ziva with a double kill in the end there. Hammers currently take the lead by 2 rounds.
Fox Kids just keeps missing shots. They seem to be reading the map really well, pushing up properly, but they're just not able to finish those players off.
You know, again, part of it could be the fact that maybe they're trying to go for those headshots. Like, sometimes it's okay if you could just get those body shots, right? If you're missing that often, just go for the body. It's a bigger target. It's a 2-shot to the body anyways. I don't think the world will end if you just hit 2 body shots, because you'll probably get that faster than the 1 headshot in those close quarters gunfights.
Yeah, 100%.
Nesca, I think he spotted his gun there. I don't know if he was actually able to get the shot off or not onto him. So far, nobody's taken any damage yet. They're kind of just, you know, teasing each other. Melva opens up with a pick onto Nesca, and Sadok, oh man, he spots the gun barrel there. Oh, and Xe, he's pushed up pretty far. Sadok is able to open up on a Raptor there. That's going to be big for the side of Sadok's kids. And one of these players is pushed up so far. Melva able to drop Xe, and Sadok is in a 1 versus 2. Only ratio in hand. He's getting backstabbed. Oh my god. Oh, Ziva, what a jump shot by him. I thought Sadok hit that shot, but he did not. Man, Hammers, they're definitely taking the lead here.
beating the nail that is Sadoc's kids into the wood here. And they're going to need to go ahead and hit a knot, or they're going to be fully flush and moving into map number 3 here, all tied up in this best of 3 series.
Oh, and they're on the aggressive player. Look at Sadak. He's already, I don't think they expect this. He's already in their spawn. I think Sadak is good for one. Yeah, there we go. Nice headshot onto Melva. They had no idea he was pushed up this far. Ziva gets a kill in response, unfortunately. So I guess the advantage is back evened out to neither team so far. Sadak, oh man, he spots the player,
How do you
misses
miss
the
that?
shot though. No, you can't miss that. And Ziva jumping out of heaven. Oh my god, he's gonna ace and finish it off with that jump shot. Now we're switching sides. I don't know. This is going to be difficult for Sadok's kids to pull off. Again, they do still have that third map as kind of a comfort, but I tell you what, if this is based off round balance, so far Hammers are doing much better. I mean, they might be able to actually play their own server coming into the final map.
Yeah, which would be nuts based on how map number 1 started.
I think the fact that they let it be 9-7 on that first map,
Mhm.
I know we were saying like maybe a bit of trolling or not taking it as seriously, but man, if that comes back to bite you and you lose because of that, that would be kind of an upset. Especially considering we were saying earlier, Europe is kind of the region known for being good with snipers. Now again, I'm not seeing too many big names that I see rocking the sniper in this particular scenario. You know, like I'm looking for maybe Fallen Knight, I mean, or one of these bigger name players. Again, they might be featured in
Oh,
tomorrow's game. Oh, Sadog is gonna clean it up there. 6-3.
with the no scope too. TRG's always a lot of fun to no scope with.
Oh, yeah,
Hammer's still with a
the
nice
best no scope weapon.
100%. Hammers with a nice 3-round lead here. So moving to round number 10. We'll see if Sadoc's kids is able to cut that only to 2, or if it's going to be back to 4 for Team Hammers.
When I think Sadok has just spotted out 2 players, he's gonna get double peeked by them. Raptor able to finish off that kill there. And I think I kind of get what their strategy is now. They're sending both TRGs over on the left side, one top, one bottom, and they just double team whoever peeks that with the TRG. Definitely an interesting strat by Hammers. I gotta respect that they have the actual strategy here, because I've noticed the pattern. That's what they're doing. Nesca is kind of in heaven here. I can't tell if he's actually trapped or not, but he's kind of just jiggling right now, trying to see. I think he spotted that player running out. I'm not sure. Now Nesca's just holding this angle here. Oh man, this could just be, you know, a bit of a standoff for a while until one of these players decides to peek. I don't think Nesca's going to get too aggressive though, because he's in a 1 versus 2. He's going to get dropped ultimately by Raptor. And yeah, we're about to see if they repeat the same strategy again. We can see 1 U ratio. Where's the U ratio going to go on their side? Or they have 2 U ratios? Maybe that's a bit of a miscommunication. I think one of them has to trade the gun. I'm not sure if they're aware of it or not. Ziva has been dropped already, and now Melva able to get a kill of his own onto Nesca there. And he gets an... Oh, I thought he got a kill there. He did not. We're now in a 2 versus 2 scenario.
Yeah, it's going to be hard. Just 7-3, even for Sadoc's kids to bring that back, round balance in their favor. They need to win this.
Breach wins.
Able to pick up that round, which is huge. They definitely needed it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, if they're
Because
able to,
it was going to be match point.
yeah, if they're able to bring it back tied up 7-7, you'd think at that point they're just going to be able to win.
100%. I think it's doable. Again, it's just like okay, there we go. The U ratio's been dropped by one of them. I was about to say, oh, what? Now they have no U ratios. Okay, Sadok has picked it back up. I guess they're just trying to decide who should run the U ratio each time. But look at this now. We can see, oh, Raptor is going to get dropped. Yeah, see, Raptor had a TRG and Melva had a TRG, and they were both going to peek that side. Now Sadok, oh, no way. What? See, like that's like the throw play right there. Like he's pushing up. He has the U ratio. And he's just like getting aggressive with it. Like your team needs that ratio alive. Now it's 2 TRGs to try and clutch it up. I don't know if they're gonna be able to pull this one off. Ziva trying to go for a wallbang shot there. Oh, he's gonna spot one jumping over by that box. Oh my god, is that a wallbang headshot on him? Ziva gets dropped. And now Nesca with the ratio in hand, he's able to secure one. Oh, he spots him jiggling there. Oh my goodness, 1v1. It just comes down to who outplays the other. Nesca has wrapped all the way to heaven. I don't think Melva's going to expect him to be here. Oh, Nesca, if you hit this shot, that's gonna be huge. Oh no, he whiffed. And now Nesca's gonna reposition, takes the shot, then chooses to peek from another direction. And they're just dancing around each other. It just comes. Oh, Melva, this is such a ballsy angle. I don't think Nesca's going to expect him to be here though. I gotta respect the play by Melva here. No way he. Oh no, you can't miss that. No. No way Melva loses this now. You can't. You can't. Oh my god. Okay, he clutched it up. I was about to say, there's no way. Oh my god. Wow. I was not. I was like, okay, big brain play. He's pushed up so far. I think he just whiffs. Like, there's no way you missed that shot.
That was almost seemed like he shot like it was a glitch, like there was an invisible wall there or whatever, just that little angle. It was so weird.
I don't know.
I
It's
know
like
it I know it wasn't. It wasn't. It just like that's what at first it was. I think he was even like kind of confused, but now he just missed it.
if he lost that round, I would have been so sad. Like, there's no way you had the best play ever, and then you just threw like that. Oh, Melva. He's kind of pinned here and backside. Oh, he gets one. No way. What are they doing? Someone needs to tag him, bro. Wait, this is about to be over. Hammers are winning.
Wait,
What?
what?
How? Sadok's kids just threw that. There's no way. I don't know what's going on, man. But this is going to map number 3. We are not over. I thought this was going to be 2-0. Hammers secured that third player. They were able to dominate on this one. Now I think it's going to be North America servers heading into this final map.
Yeah, it should be. Again, the way Hammers played map number 1, Ziva and Melva. It's like all they need is that third player for a little extra help, and they should be able to get in the bag. And that is how it went. 9-4. Very impressive showing, gentlemen. Now, map number 3 should be starting here shortly. After a quick little break we'll have here. Folks, let us know who's going to win this. This 1 of 1. This best of 3 series, we're tied up right now. It's going to be Hammers, or is it going to be Sadok's Kids? We're heading on over to Overhaul next. Look at that, 9-7. That's one of Sadok's Kids won. And then Hammers win a very commanding 9-4 here. Overhaul is the next map. Now that they have that third man, they got to be feeling good.
Definitely doable by them now. Not the scoreline I was expecting, but I guess we're going to have to find out soon who is going to move on to the semifinals, Hammers or Sadok's Kids. We'll be right back after a short break.
Man, what a turn of events. What looked like was going to be a pretty quick 2-0 for Sadoc's kids has now turned into a 1-1, all tied up in his best of three. Has moved into overhaul for the third map, slightly favoring Team Hammers here. Man, this what you think?
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, especially considering now we're gonna be playing most likely on North America servers because Hammers got the better round balance. Again, I feel like Sadoc's kids, I don't know if they were not, maybe they weren't thinking it through, they weren't paying attention, but when it was a 2v3, they gave up way too many rounds. I mean, 9-7 and a 2v3, you can't let them get that many rounds. And now
Yeah.
it's gonna come back to bite them. They could potentially get eliminated just because of that one little mishap right there. So definitely I gotta favor Hammers now just because of the comeback here. I think we might get some reverse sweep action. It's very likely possible.
Yeah, and again, the way Hammers played in map number one, yes, they had the head glitch for the advantage, but in a two versus three, very admirable. I mean, again, they let them get this close. I think there was a little bit of trolling going on by Sadoc's kids early on, so maybe a 9-5, a 9-6, but that extra couple rounds was because I think you have 2 players on the hammer side that might just be that little bit better, and now that they got that 3rd Waptor to go ahead and help balance it out, be that extra body, yeah, I'm definitely feeling them coming into map number 3. So Docs Kids is definitely gonna have to change a couple things around and, surprise us if they wanna go ahead and, of course, surprise their opponents if they wanna go ahead and take map number 3. You know what probably help them out, though, is some G Fuel. That's why I'd recommend to Sadoc's Kids. If they don't already got it in their shaker sitting next to them, they need to go ahead and get some. And now is a perfect opportunity to do that. You can use code esportsmobile at checkout to get 30% off anything at gfuel.com. That's right, 30% off anything at gfuel.com by using that code esportsmobile at checkout.
Should be getting ready to hop into our final map of today's stream here very soon. Again, we gotta wait for these players to get into the room. Uh, make sure that we don't have another 2v3 situation like last time. But we are getting ready to hop into overhaul again. I know we're talking about hammers, but I feel like Sadoc's kids, they like to get aggressive. They like to go for the risky plays. I feel like overhaul is the one map that will sort of reward that play style more, Like if they're willing to get aggressive, they could really do so in overhaul, push on top of those upper lanes right there, or maybe push up towards underneath that plane. I feel like they could take more map control on this map. Uh, Maybe it'll favor their playstyle more. That's all I'm trying to say. But we're gonna find out soon as we're almost ready to hop. Or I think we are ready actually to hop into this final map of today.
Yeah, we're just waiting for that final confirmation to come on in, and then we will be good to go. Chat, let us know in the comment section down below who you think will be taking this. Before we hop on in, we're waiting to get that final confirmation. Just running through the roster once again for both these teams. You can see Hammers is popping up here. Melva had previously not played at all and is having a phenomenal round. Same way with Waptor. Ziva is the only player from the main three that is here. Insane and Agonize have yet to make an appearance for Hammers.
Yeah, and again, the KDs, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of hard to say. We can see over here though. Again, um, no, I don't think we've actually. Or Nesca, he has been playing. He's kind of been the Eurasia player so far. 4.71 KD. Now, obviously, these stats are from before today's match. So now Master Sadok will actually have a KD ratio to back him up here. But so far, we kind of have our main three right here on the side of Sadok's kids. Master Sadok, he's been subbing it today. Maybe one of these players had to go or something. But overall, it's gonna be interesting heading into our final map here. Who's going to take it? I'm kind of interested to see if the lineups have changed at all as we get into it. But so far, we're waiting on a couple more players to join the room before we can go ahead and get started with overhaul for the final map. Again, just looking at the score so far, Hammers have the better round balance, and they still put up a good fight on a 2v3. So you got to feel like server wise, yeah, favors Hammers. Gameplay style wise, maybe Sadok Skids can take this one. I know that under the plane, we'll be seeing a lot of action there, most likely, from those players. If they're able to push up under that plane and just control that part of the map, I think they might be able to, cut off any potential aggressive pushes or get some potential, I guess, surprise kills on these players.
Again, just waiting for the final player to join, folks, and we will be good to go. We want to hop onto the match as soon as possible. But again, got to wait for everybody to be actually in the room. Just waiting for that sixth and final player, and then we will be underway. Looks like that. We're getting one more message here, waiting for that to be sent. That will confirm whether or not we are doing a two. I would find it hard to believe we're doing a 2 versus 3. I don't think we will be. I hope not. That would be absolutely nuts. You get one player coming in to make it a 3 versus 3, and then we go back to the 2 versus 3.
Yeah,
Fantastic. All right, we
hopefully
are
not.
ready. Let's do this. Nap another 3. It's about to start. 3 versus 3. It's underway. Let's dive on in. And we are live. Same lineup from last time, and Nesca is going to be the first to strike here.
With the TRG as well.
Ziva moving back and forth. Really needs to pick up a kill here. If they're able to get one more player down on the side of Hammers, this should be the first round going over to Sadok's kids. Where's Wapter at? He must be... He's just... Okay, he's moving. I thought he might have been AFK for a second.
Playing passively. Again, I think last time, when we saw this map last time, this is probably the map where the TRGs had the most value. I mean, look at that already. Our 2 picks, all 3
Ooh.
picks are with TRGs. Stratus with a 2K. And it was Nesca who got the other one, I believe. Like, we saw TRGs get the most action on this map just because there's more head glitches. And so because of that, like, it's not like it doesn't really matter which gun you're rocking. If they're holding a head glitch, you're hitting the headshot anyways. We're going to be seeing a lot of TRG kills compared to the rest of the maps over here. Already some trades coming out. Ziva is going to find one, but Master Sidok drops the Euratio on their side. Now Hammer's trying to see if they can potentially recover it. But Raptor, oh no, they're not contesting it. I thought maybe they're going to try and contest that Euratio. But it looks like Raptor was able to secure it. And now, when a 2v2 scenario, each player still have a Euratio on their side. Raptor's just patiently waiting. He spots the player like jump peeking around, just jiggling. Oh, and Sadok with a peek onto Raptor. He's going to take him out. Now Melva is alone. Maybe could potentially secure the gun, but no, Sadok. I believe he has aced that round with the Euratio. Sadok's kids having a better start so far. I mean, again, 2-0. This is still anyone's game at this point. But definitely, considering it's not their server, they're putting up a pretty good fight so far.
Yeah, they're definitely going to put up a good fight here. It's do or die for Sadok's kids here, as well as Hammers. And for how they started out, taking the W, definitely be frustrating for them to lose here in the end. Just playing slowly here, looking around Wafters. He has a good angle. Might be able to take Stratus if he pops up. Ziva's a first to strike. That's going to probably cause Melva to change. Yeah, he does. But Ziva's going to double up, find Stratus as well. Now Master Sadok with Euratio is the last player alive here in the back of the map. Speaking around, see if he can find anybody, getting a little overzealous. And Ziva is going to get that ace there as he finds Sadok. Hammers has put the first point on the board.
Huge showing by Ziva there, getting an ace. We saw back-to-back aces with the Eurasios. I think maybe now we'll see a little more TRG action, hopefully. Again, there's a lot of those little head glitches around the boxes, so I'd like to see some action happen there. Look, Stratus is already pushing up a little bit. Ziva's going to open up with our first pick there. Gets a double. He's getting aggressive with the Euratio. He doesn't care. Stratus is our last man alive, and what is going on right now? That man just did a 360 off, but it was just a distraction so Ziva could get back-to-back aces with the Euratio. We've now tied it up 2-2 heading into round 5.
Ziva continuing to stay with that Euratio and Master Sadok as well. We saw him switch off in map number 2. We'll see if he does that again here. I think it was like kind of midway through the match where he did that. Don't know if that was just because he didn't feel like he was using it properly or if he wanted to try something else. Oh my gosh, Ziva going absolutely ham right now with the Euratio. Looking for that third player. Nesca knows he's in a little bit of a tough spot. He's coming over, trying to find him. Is he going to grab the no-scope here? No, Raptor's going to take it away from him. So close to another ace. Ziva, phenomenal performance there.
Imagine if he got 3 aces in a row. That would have been incredible. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it happen. But man, it's like he's on fire right now. Again, I don't know. Hopefully the confidence doesn't get to him, right? Because he can't he can't get too aggressive. If that sniper gets dropped in an area where it can't be recovered, that could be a blunder on their side. So Hammers definitely need to be cautious of that. Ziva's going to get dropped. Huge headshot by Nesca with that TRG. And that's going to be the Erasio down on the side of Hammers. They have not secured it just quite yet. I don't know if it's even grabbable or not. I don't know where it's been dropped at. But Raptor's kind of just dancing around here. Melva's holding an angle as well. But both players with TRGs, they're just playing passively, but Stratus is going to get that headshot. I think Raptor has spotted the player up there, trying to maybe see if he can get the leg shot, but Stratus, what is that? Just jumps off, headshots him in midair with the TRG. Wow.
Man, Ziva is 9-3. If Melva and Raptor are able to just step up just a tad bit more, this is going to go in their favor very quickly.
Yeah, because like Cameras, they have 3 rounds, but like literally 8 of the picks from their wins were just Ziva carrying them, you know?
Yep.
Like 8 out of 9 of those kills. Like at that point, it's just like, it can't be a one-man army. Now, I know he's running the ratio, but I'm telling you, like, Sadok's kids, they're utilizing the TRGs well. You need to see Hammers doing that as well. I mean, the TRGs are so important on this map specifically just because of those head glitches. If he can lock down a head glitch, that's going to be a huge impact frag. Nova's kind of jump spotting here. Nesca, headshot with the TRG. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And Melva's going to get a pick of his own, tags the player that's pushing up. It's going to be Master Sadok getting aggressive with the ratio. And now it is down to a 1 versus 2. Nesca is the last one alive. Both players running TRGs. Oh man, he's holding this push. Maybe he's waiting to see if Raptor will push him. The timing might get the best of him. Oh, he's going to get the tag on him. He's going to drop down. What is going on right now? Nesca somehow... Oh man, this guy's about to get surrounded, dude. There's no way he's alive right now. This guy has to be dead. How is he alive right now? Everyone is just missing their shots on each other. What is happening? Nesca... Oh, he got tagged. There's no way. I think he got shot in the leg, actually. And Nesca's gonna finish him off. Now this is doable by him, but no, Melva is holding down the head glitch. And he's going to finish off the round. Hammers have secured the lead now. 4-3.
So many whiff shots, so many opportunities. Nesca just not able to capitalize on it. Can't really blame him, though. He definitely probably was feeling the pressure there. Ziva, you got to get him down early. Stratus, maybe you'll be able to find him. Raptor looking to see if he can take advantage of that player if he comes back down the stairs. Here's Melva popping up. You're looking for Ziva. You get him out of there, and it's almost a guaranteed W just over the last few rounds. Ziva's there kind of playing middle. Very mobile, very aggressive.
So aggressive. Like, it's so
Yeah.
risky. Like, he's so...
He's just very confident right now. Yeah.
It's like, if he dies, though, what's gonna happen? Like, they can't, his teammates can't pick up that ratio. Like, that's why, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, definitely a risky play, but so far it's been paying off for them. Melva first to strike, finding Stratus, looking to see if he can double up. It seems like they get that one kill, and whoever gets that kill starts moving up. Raptor finds the dock, and Melva is going to put down Nesca. Hammers now leading by 2, and this is this point where you go into the flip. Gives you just an extra couple seconds to breathe. If you're Sadok's kids, you need to win the next couple of rounds here. Tie that back up. Hammers gets that 3-round lead. It is going to be difficult for him.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, especially if Hammers picks up this round, it's looking like this round is very important because it's either going to be Hammers breaks in, potentially just goes for the win here, or Sadok's kids can make it very close and stay alive in the game. Like this round right here, it's gonna. Are they planting the bomb? What is going on right now? What?
Yeah, they're not allowed to do that. The bomb being planted.
I don't know what's up with that. I guess they just planted the bomb. And they're... Okay. I don't even know. They definitely just broke the rules. I'm not sure what's about to happen now. I guess we planted the bomb maybe to try and make them peek or something. I cannot believe he just ran out there and planted like that without anyone killing him.
It could have just been second nature, or like just like you just fall back on your base program, like plant the bomb, plant the bomb, plant the bomb. I don't know. Think not. Hasn't been planted at all up to this point, but then again, it hasn't been planted up all to this point, so maybe it was a mistake. I don't know. I think we're just gonna continue playing and act like nothing really happened.
Viva's already been tagged down twice, 7 HP to his name.
Master Sadok finding Ziva. Oh man, Stratus. Gotta be careful not to get launched into the stratosphere there. Playing aggressive. Wafter tags his feet. Going for another one.
This is what I'm talking about. Like, there's so many opportunities for like leg shots and stuff where it's like the TRG could just like come in huge there, get all that chip damage on the players playing cheeky, and Raptor's finding another kill. Nesu's gonna pick one up there though. Raptor and a 1v1. Both players low, both rocking TRGs. This is doable. Oh, I think he spotted him out there. Nesca's holding this angle. Raptor needs to hit this shot. I don't know. Sadoc's Kids really needs this round because if Hammers make it 7-3, it'll be a problem. And Nesca, there we go. He's gonna make it 4-6. We're getting closer and closer to tying this one up.
Yes, still kind of favoring Hammers. Just overall, Sadoc's Kids is definitely going to have to turn it up here if they want to go ahead and stay in this. There's Ziva once again. He's just been nuts.
How is he just holding this angle? Like, there's no way he just pushes up there in the open like that. Another tag is going to come out. Look at this. All three players on side of Hammers are tagged by the TRG, and they're easily killable now. I mean, considering both players on side of Sadoc's Kids have TRGs, they could actually clutch this one up, even though it's a 2 versus 3. And Melva's going to get dropped, make it a 2v2. And technically now, oh no, Ziva's going to find a kill. Now Nesca is our last man alive. I still think it's doable by him, though. He's going to whiff that first shot. Man, you got to clutch this one up. Come on, do it. Do it for the stream. I want to see it. Oh, what a headshot. No way. Okay, Ziva's going to get dropped. And now it is a 1 versus 1. Raptor has the TRG in hand. Maybe going to try and see if he can recover the Euratio that just got dropped. Because Nesca is still full HP, so that Euratio is going to have, some nice impact there. And yeah, he's able to pick it up. I think now Nesca has figured out what he's doing. Raptor is holding this angle here, and he's going to get the kill onto Nesca. Hammers make it 7-4.
Hammers so slowly inching closer and closer to that magic number of 9 that they need here. What a comeback from them if they're able to do this.
And we're seeing 2 Euratios. Okay, never mind. One of them has dropped. Now Ziva, okay, I think they're about to switch back and forth. Okay, Ziva is running the Euratio. I think just a bit of communication problems there. Ziva, like, look at this. He's so open. And he's like, he doesn't care. He's just been tagged already. Now maybe gonna see if he can't try and pick off one of these players before he gets dropped, because if he gets breathed on by anyone, he's a dead man. Oh, what a huge pick by Nova there.
Ziva once again so aggressive, moving up here towards mid, just incredibly confident. He's gonna come around. I think Sadoc realizes he's here, and he whiffs the shot. Now down to this 1 versus 2. The advantage is still in favor of Hammers. Sadoc's got to be careful to know where he's at. Slowly moving up. Melva sees him, but Sadoc's gonna find him. Read him like a book. Wafter in a little bit of a tough spot. Yeah, I mean, he's got the ratio versus this TRG here. He's gonna have to hit a beautiful, beautiful headshot if he wants to one-shot him here. That's gonna be difficult.
Surprised Raptor's still committing to the side. Like, did he not see him cross over? I think Sadoc was trying to go for an outplay. Oh. And now, Sadoc, they're just dancing around each other. They're both pushed up. Now they're fighting in this direction of them. You usually don't see them contesting from this side. It's usually, the front and the back, not the left and the right side, where they're dancing around each other. So this is very interesting. They're both just jumping around these little construction vehicles and whatnot. Who is gonna kill who? Like, I don't know. Raptor still has the TRG, so I don't know if he could pull this one off. They're just dancing around each other so much right now. Sadoc is backed up into spawn. He's able to finally drop Raptor. Sadoc's Kids, again, it's like back and forth action. Hammers only needs 2 rounds to win. Sadoc needs 4. And it looks like because they planted the bomb even though they weren't allowed to, Hammers has to take a bit of a punishment, I believe. So they are not allowed to use the ratio this round. They all have to use TRGs. Kind of just, I don't know if they didn't realize they couldn't plant the bomb or something, but because they broke the rules there, they now have to take 1 round where they can only go TRG only. And so this should be a round for Sadoc's Kids, unless we see some beautiful shots by Hammers here. But I think now Sadoc's Kids, they know they cannot afford to lose this round. It's TRGs. If they lose this round, it's probably game over. So they're playing very safe, But Ziva opening up with a huge pick onto Sadak. He's going to get tagged once, but he's still not in the range of being one shot by a TRG, I don't think, unless he gets headshot. And we're in a 2v3 scenario, but it's all TRGs on the board now. Raptors pushed up so far. I mean, they're in each other's spawns right now. What is happening? So many whiff shots. Nesca gets tagged twice there, and I think the TRGs aren't going to matter. They're going to win it out anyways. Hammers taking a match point.
Incredible.
Wow.
Hammers has just done a phenomenal job today.
Oh my god, Nova, he opens up with a headshot on the tier. No way. How is Ziva's just here? Oh, okay, he pulled out the knife on. I don't know if he, like, meant to do that, or maybe he wasn't expecting to run into someone.
I think it's
Oh,
sometimes
Stratus.
it's just instinct. You just naturally would do that.
Yeah. Honestly, that makes sense, you know. Maybe he was thinking, ooh, I could pull out the knife here. Then he realized, wait a minute, I'm not trying to break the rules again. That might have been a
Like I
bit
said,
of a problem.
that bomb plant. I don't know. I'd have to talk to them, but that could be just that. Like you just planted the bomb. It's like, oh shit, I wasn't supposed to do that. My bad.
Now Stratus, he's in a 1v2. He has to stay alive here, or else Hammers are going to win and
Oh,
move
it's not
on.
looking
He gets
good.
tagged down once. I'm not sure if he can still be saved by a hit marker or not, but no, yeah, there we go. Now he's been tagged once, but no more lifeline. He's almost a dead man. 7 HP, and Hammers, they're going to take it home. Wow.
Incredible. Ziva 15-8. Hammers with the upset right there. That is, I mean, again, just going back, I don't know, 30 minutes ago, whatever, when the thing started, like, oh, 2 versus 3, kind of rolling your eyes almost. Like, you even let him play? Is it just going to be a DQ? You had a little bit of a mix up with scheduling or whatever, and people being online. And they had a close performance at 9-7 on map number 1. And then you come into map number 2, you're able to get Waptor in as that third spot, and then oh, they win. And then come into map number 3 here, they're able to win again. Congratulations to Team Hammers. They will be moving on here. Really well played. I'm looking forward to seeing Hammers play here in the semifinals. That was a
Yeah, no, a
phenomenal set
huge
around for them.
performance by them. I mean, the reverse sweep that we did not see coming at all. I mean, how does Hammers pull that one back around? I don't know how they did it, but somehow they managed to do the impossible here. Definitely a great performance and a very entertaining match for all of us. Again, those were our quarterfinal matches. Two of them at least. I believe tomorrow we're gonna have another stream with two more of the quarterfinal matches before we move on, going forward with the semis and the finals. So definitely more streams. There's me another stream tomorrow and more streams after that. So make sure you all are subscribed, got the noties on, so you know when we're doing the next stream for the Sniper Showdown.
Yeah, definitely. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe. You ring the notification bell, and I highly recommend that you follow us on social media: Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. We are on Instagram, and don't forget to join that Discord server so you will definitely get notified about upcoming streams as well as upcoming tournaments. And of course, you get notified whenever that G Fuel code changes from that typical percent at 20, 10, 20% up to that 30%. That's right. Cody Sports Mobile right now, 30% off any product at gfuel.com. Take advantage of it while you can. You can use code esportsmobile at checkout to get 30% off any product right now. Whether you're new to G Fuel or you're a longtime fan, now is the perfect time to go ahead and get some. Not only to get the amazing product that is G Fuel, but you help us out here at Mobile Esports, which we do greatly appreciate, and you save some change. It's a win-win-win. Rarely can you say that. All right, folks, with all of that being said, that's all we got for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe and you've rung that notification bell. We have 2 more quarterfinals matchups coming tomorrow, and that should be a lot of fun. With all that being said, Manthus, got anything to say before we go ahead and get out of here?
Closing statements, I guess, the GGs. I was not expecting the results from the Hammers game, but I guess shout out to them for putting up a great performance that we were not anticipating. And again, more exciting matches tomorrow, so make sure you all are staying tuned for those.
Indeed. Folks, we'll see you somewhere soon on the internet. Peace.